Good? All good?
Yep.
Okay, fantastic. I don't think we have any viewers at the moment, but if we do, hello? Hello everyone, I am Faded Coated Blue, also known as Jack, and I am streaming with moebiuside. Hello. Hello there.
Hi there.
Okay, there we go. That's good. We're getting you through. Okay, so for a little bit of background on what this actually is, this is the new Hearthstone card set reveal, or not reveal, but it's a new expansion basically, and we have decided that we are going to review all 135 cards in it. I don't know.
For the long.
Yeah, in it for the long haul. Have you come up with your rating system yet? Because I know you were thinking of doing it on the fly.
No. I'm on it.
You're on it. Okay. We'll go through it. We'll talk about it a bit, and if you end up with a rating system, tell us.
Yep.
So, to talk a little bit about what's going into this expansion, this is basically the expansion based around Stranglethorn, which is kind of the jungle area to the south of, well, Azeroth, which is the world of Warcraft. And basically, this is all to do with kind of arena, the trolls and troll warlords and stuff like that. So what they've got going on, each class has been given a troll champion as one of their legendaries, a spirit lower, who are basically the troll gods, and a spirit totem kind of thing, basically, which is connected to the lower and kind of works together with it to form, hopefully, a strong synergy. So that's basically what's going on. Sorry, I've still got a bit of a cough. To explain the rating system I'm using, basically I've split the 135 cards up into 5 groups of 27. The 27 best, 27 that are 4 stars, and so on and so forth. So it's a 5-star system. 5-star basically means I think this card is amazing and will see a lot of play. 4 stars is I think this card will see play in some good decks, or maybe a lot of play in one specific good deck. 3 stars means this card is alright, you won't see too much play from it, but you wouldn't be enormously surprised if someone ran it in a deck. 2 stars means you'd be pretty surprised if you saw this in someone's deck. And 1 star is this card will never see play, or should never see play, in anyone's decks.
Oh.
Okay, so...
Right.
Yeah, and it's split completely evenly. So that's kind of how that works out. So what we're starting with, because we're doing this alphabetically, sadly we don't have a Lottie. We don't have a Exorcisty, because 1, she is our troll expert. She is our anthrologist, as I was hoping to say. 2, she's probably the one of us that's actually best at the game, so we kind of need that. And 3,
Yeah, I am.
yeah, oh yeah, we probably should say. So, Moebius,
Hello.
how much experience do you have with Hearthstone?
Possibly, maybe more than 10 games.
Okay,
About
yeah.
a year ago.
You've done an arena run where you ended up picking Angry Chicken as your last card. I remember that. Yeah, so
Yep.
about 2 weeks to a month worth of play a year ago.
Yes.
Oh, we might be getting some viewers in a sec if I'm not very much mistaken. Hang on, I probably should get the stream thing up just to see if we've got anyone. Have we got anyone? This is the moment of truth.
Well, I'm on it.
You're on it. Fantastic. Analytics. No, not analytics dashboard. Here we go. Who have we got? We've got 1 viewer. I think that's you. So.
That is.
Okay. So. Brilliant. But if not, we
A rating system.
We might be getting a friend of mine. You've come up with a rating system. Fantastic. Okay, so the third reason why we needed Lottie is because literally the second card we're reviewing is called War Druid Lottie. So we've missed a golden opportunity there. Anyway, so do you want to reveal your rating system now, or are you going to save it for a little later?
I think we'll save it as it comes out.
Save it as it comes out. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to talk about a class first and all of the cards and run through them all. And then we're going to do the rating system at the end.
Okay.
Okay, so the Druid cards to start with, because they're alphabetically first. The spirit layer they have is Gonk the Raptor. Fantastic name.
Well, I like the name.
The name is good already. It's off to a good start. Sadly, in my opinion, the name is as good as it gets.
Oh, but then they are gonks if you kill them.
They are gonked if you kill them. We've got a 7-mana 4/9 legendary beast. And its text is, after your hero attacks and kills a minion, it may attack again. Okay. What we're gonna do is we're gonna run through all the cards and then we're gonna discuss them at the end, because there are a lot of kind of synergies and stuff. Then we've got War Druid Lottie. A 3-mana 1/2, choose one, transform into one of Lottie's 4 dinosaur forms. And I'll just scroll down. The dinosaur forms are all here. It's these 4 here. So we've got a taunt, one that gives spell damage, one that's poisonous and stealthed, and one that can rush. So rush basically is a mechanic that means it can attack immediately, but it can only attack minions.
Okay, yeah.
Got it? So you can pick one of those 4, and you can choose between them. We've got
That's kind of fun.
Stampeding Roar. It's a 6-mana spell. You summon a random beast from your hand and give it rush.
Yeah.
We've got Predatory Instincts, a 4-mana spell. Draw a beast from your deck and double its health.
That could be fun.
It's got a lot of good potential, that one. Then we've got Tree Speaker, a 5-mana 4/4, Battle Cry. Transform all of your Treants into 5/5 Ancients. So Treants are a type of minion that basically only Druid can get, pretty much. They are 2/2s normally. So this makes them 5/5s. Then we've got Mark of the Lower. It's a 4-mana spell. And you choose one. You could either give a minion +2/+4 and taunt, or summon 2 3/2 raptors.
Yep.
And then we've got a spirit totem. So Spirit of the Raptor, and this is where the synergies start to come in. 1 mana, 0/3, stealth for 1 turn. After your hero attacks and kills a minion, draw a card. Okay?
Oh, so is that going with gonk?
Yeah, that's kind of synergizing with Gonk and a couple of other cards that we've still got to get to. So that's kind of the synergies. In my opinion, that's one of the weakest synergies we've got in this expansion, but it's still okay.
Right.
Then we've got the first example of the new mechanic. A new mechanic from this. Yeah. We've got Ironhide Direhorn. It's a 7-mana 7/7 beast. And its text is, Overkill, summon a 5/5 Ironhide Runt. And what Overkill does, basically, if you kill that minion by more than is if you kill a minion by more than is necessary with this minion, you get the Overkill effect.
Well, I mean, I like the idea of overkill on principle.
It is, on principle, quite cool, and you can trigger it many times over. Although I gather from the sound of that, you don't sound particularly impressed with this particular one.
I don't know. It seems like a cool idea.
It seems good in theory. Fair enough. I'm much of the same opinion on that card, to be honest. Then we've got the last 2. 0-mana spell, Pounce. Give your hero +2 attack this turn.
I just like the artwork of this one.
The artwork of Pounce is very nice. I am going to be, like, also reviewing artwork a little bit as well, so I'm happy you're joining me on that one. Fantastic.
I like artwork.
And Savage Striker, a 2-mana 2/3, battle cry, deal damage equal to an enemy minion equal to your hero's attack. So,
Okay.
what we've got basically then is a kind of beast package and an attack package as well, sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what do you think in general? What kind of thoughts have you got?
Well, I kind of like the feel of it.
You like the vibe, fair enough.
Yeah. And to be honest, that's generally what I'm going on for these kind of things.
This is fair. What is the card you are most excited for from this set for Druid?
Ooh. Tree Speaker speaks to me.
Tree Speaker.
That might be because
you're a tree
it
yourself.
has the word speaker in it.
Okay.
Yeah, because I am a tree.
That
is why.
I need to keep remembering to call you Moebius and not by your actual name. You're a mysterious individual who must be hidden. Okay, so Tree Speaker. Yeah, I was... everything in my gut was saying Tree Speaker... No, actually, no, other way around. Everything in my head was going, Tree Speaker seems like it's really good. Because there were a lot of Druid cards recently that allowed you to summon tree ants. It kind of... It does have that kind of strength to it. My gut says this is going to let me down. My gut says this Tree Speaker is a false prophet.
Look, sometimes it's fun to fail.
Sometimes failure is fun. This is true. I'm mostly reviewing the cards on whether or not they will fail, but yes, fun is also a factor.
Well, I'm going for a fun level.
Okay, so I'm gonna very quickly give all my star ratings for the Druid cards, and maybe give a reason for them. Possibly not, because we want to be quick. There are a lot of cards to get through.
Okay.
So, Gonk the Raptor, 4 stars, but I'm already beginning to feel like I've overrated it. Like, this is the card possibly in the entire set that I feel like I've overrated the most. So 4 stars with a pinch of salt. Wardred Lottie, also 4 stars. I'm fairly happy with that. It's very versatile. Stampeding Roar, I initially thought was very, very bad, and then I thought about what you can do with it, and it's actually a 5-star card, in my opinion. Predatory Instincts, as fun as it is, I think it's 2 stars. I really think it's too slow. Like, I do you can hit Gonk with it and get a 418. Like, there is a lot of fun stuff you can do with it, but I think it's too slow. Tree Speaker, also 2 stars, even though it's fun. Mark of the Lower, 2 stars. Meh. That card is meh to me. Spirit of the Raptor's good. I think it's 4 stars as well. So I've given kind of the whole lower troll thing 4 stars. Ironhide Direhorn, I was slightly more optimistic than you with it, I think, and I gave it 4 stars. I think there's enough stuff you can do with it that it's okay, and once... Because the rotation is coming in 4 months where all of last year's cards rotate out. And I think at that point it might be quite good. Pounce was 3 stars. It's one of Druid's better attack buff cards. I don't know if it's good enough. Similarly with Savage Striker, I also gave it 3 stars. Which means that on average, I gave the Druid class 3.3 stars, which is one of the lowest ones I've given for this expansion. Right, now, I want to hear what your star rating is, how you're doing this, if you're even using stars. Okay.
I'm not using stars.
What are you doing? Tell me, I'm so excited. What system? I didn't hear that, sorry.
The mountain system.
The mountain system. What is the mountain system? I'm so ready for this.
The better a card, the higher it is.
I see.
Like, a really good card would be a mountain.
Okay, I see. Okay, I see. I like this. We're going metaphorical. Okay.
If it falls a bit flat, it's just flat. If
Okay.
it's not great, it's if it's really bad, it's a canyon.
Okay, if it's so mountain best, inverted mountain, so canyon Worst. Got it. I'm following you. What are you rating them on? Like, how good do you think the card will be? How fun? The artwork? All of them?
General vibe.
Your general vibe of the card. Okay, run me through very quickly. Druid.
Okay, so Gonk. I like the name Gonk. Pretty high hill.
Okay, pretty high hill. Got it.
Lottie. I kind of want to make quite a high hill because it's Lottie.
Because it's Lottie. She does look like one of the nicer troll champions, I think.
Yeah. Aw. And also because just transforming into stuff is fun.
The choose one of four is not something we've seen before in Hearthstone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The Stampeding Roar.
Yep.
I really like the artwork. I don't know what it is. It just looks like a satisfying card.
It looks satisfying to play. Okay. What mountain is it? What?
That's kind of like a low hill. It's not a big hill.
Okay.
But it's a
Decent hill. Okay.
Predatory and Instincts I just really like. I
Okay.
don't know why. It's
Sure.
fun.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like a kind of like a fell.
Okay, a fell. Got it. Amazing. I love these ratings.
Tree Speaker.
Yep.
I just like this card. It's I don't know if I'm gonna call it a mountain though.
Okay.
It's just like it's a crag.
It's a crag. Oh, nice. Okay. You got all the
I
mountain
realise I'm just
vocabulary.
using different dialect words for the same
For
thing.
mountains, yeah,
Like-
it's fine. It's fine. Maybe it'll show us where in the world Tree Speaker we'll see play. Okay. Okay.
Mark of the Lower.
Yeah.
I know. I like stuff where you get to choose one. You get to summon stuff. So
You like the choose one effect?
Solid
Okay.
Hill.
Okay, Solid Hill.
Spit of the Raptor. Drawing cards is fun. Kind of like a hill.
Okay.
Ironhide Direhorn. I'm
Ooh.
also gonna go for like for a crag.
Yeah,
I think.
I'm really uncertain about that one as well. It came out really early and I thought that's kind of bad, but I don't know. Okay. Anyway.
Pounce I like a lot. That's a mountain.
Okay, Pounce is a mountain. And Savage Striker.
Savage Striker. Love the artwork so much. And yeah, I feel like combined with Pounce could be fun.
Okay.
So like a little hill, but a hill that can like massively grow quite quick.
A hill that's like on the side of a mountain. Savage Striker is like one of Pounce's peaks almost.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It is. It's a peak.
Okay, fantastic. So you're reckoning Pounce is the best card from this, and I'm going with Stampeding Roar for the best card from Druid. So we've both gone for spells rather than minions, so that is interesting. Okay, now another class that I'm not really excited for. We're starting with the bad ones. And in fact, the class I rated the lowest of this expansion. Though I'm not necessarily sure I really believe it. Like, I think that's kind of skewed by a lot of low ones, but some really good ones. Hunter. Okay, and let's run through the cards. And we're going to try and go a little bit quickly because we took about 15 minutes to do Druid, and if we do that for all 10 classes, we'll be here for about 3 hours. Okay. So, their lower is Halazi Lynx. It's a 5-mana 3/2 beast. Battle Cry, fill your hand with 1/1 lynxes that have Rush.
I love this. This is great.
Okay.
It just seems like a ridiculous card.
Okay. We're of different opinions on that one, but okay. Their Troll Champion is the only hero card of this set, so what that means is basically it replaces your hero when you play it. You get a new hero power, all that kind of stuff. So it's a 10 mana, Zul'jin, gain 5 armor, Battle Cry, cast every single spell that you've already played this game, targets chosen randomly.
This is incredible.
I thought you might like this card. This is the kind of card my dad would like as well. And your hero power becomes 2 mana, deal 2 damage. Very simply, to anything.
Oh. Well,
That's a bit more boring, but it's the battle cry that makes this good. The next one is 3 mana spell, Master's Call. Discover a minion in your deck, so basically it means you get a choice of 3, and you can pick one. If all 3 of them are beasts, draw all of them.
That's also fun.
Then we've got 1 mana, the Beast Within. Give a friendly beast +1/+1. It then attacks a random enemy minion.
Yeah, I like that.
3 mana minion, Blood Sculpt. Oh, sorry, no, go on.
Beast Within artwork is very fun.
We've got a lot of Murlocs in it. Oh, actually, no, I haven't even seen that links in the centre. Okay, Blood Sculpt Strategist, a 3 mana 2/4. Battle Cry, if you have a weapon equipped, discover a spell. Then we have the 2 mana Revenge of the Wild. Summon all of your beasts that died this turn.
I feel like that could be useful for me. I generally lose.
I mean, I think this is one of the best cards in the expansion. I think this is unequivocally ridiculously strong. But
yeah.
Okay. 3 mana, 0/3, Spirit of the Lynx. Stealth for 1 turn. All of the totems, by the way, have stealth for 1 turn. So I might not bother saying that when we get to the rest. Whenever you summon a beast, give it +1/+1. Including off stuff like Revenge of the Wild.
Oh, okay. I can see that being helpful.
Then we've got Baited Arrow. 5 mana spell, deal 3 damage. Overkill, summon a 5/5 Devilsaur. And then finally, 2 mana, last 2 mana Hunter Weapon, Headhunter's Hatchet. It's a 2/2, Battle Cry, if you control a beast, gain +1 durability. So you get 1 more swing with it.
I kind of just want this, like, IRL.
What is it? Oh, that'd be so... Man, can you imagine that for cosplay? That would be so good. Okay.
That'd be great.
And then we've finally got Springpaw. It's a 1 mana 1/1 beast. Rush. Battle Cry, add a 1/1 links with Rush to your hand. And I think what that will hinge on is how cute the artwork for the links is. Because with Alley Cat, I don't know if you know the card Alley Cat, but the cute cat that it summoned made Alley Cat incredibly OP because of how cute the cat it summoned was. If the Springpaw links is that good, then we might be seeing this as a 1-drop. Okay, opinions. Firstly, what card are you most excited for?
Oh man, I don't know. I like all of these quite a lot.
Okay. What's your gut saying?
Mainly Halazi.
Halazi the links. Okay, so you're going for the lower.
Mainly because
Yep.
I just like the idea of having loads of really good cards and having to play that one and ending up with tons of linkses.
Okay. Yeah, because that one also hinges on how cute linkses are, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's true.
Well,
And it synergizes quite nicely with the spirit, obviously, because they all kind of do. Alright, so I'm going to rush through and I'm going to give my ratings. There are a couple of cards in here that I just want to talk about very quickly.
oh man, I found the links. It looks incredible.
Oh, have you actually? What is it? Well, I'll look it up later. Is it good? Is it cool? Is it cute? Is it?
It's cute.
Okay.
It is very cute.
This is good. Alright. Oh, now I feel bad for my first rating. Halazi the Lynx. 3 stars.
Bad.
3 stars. It's not terrible, but it's definitely not as good as the other packages that we're going to get to. The Lynx package, I don't think is the strongest.
I'm going to say that's definitely a crag. It's a happy crag.
It's crag. Yeah, that's a good idea actually. Let's do our ratings simultaneously. Zul'jin, 4 stars. I think it's strong. It's not as strong as the other current hunter hero, Deathstalker Rexar, but it has its usage, and I think you don't even need to build around it too much. It's just strong. What do you reckon?
I'm gonna go. Okay, actually no, I'm gonna just change my mind. I'm gonna go mountain.
This is a mountain. Okay. Now.
Because the ability for chaos is so high.
Right, the Yogg-Saron theory. Yeah, I like it. So, if you don't know Yogg-Saron, Yogg-Saron was basically a 10 mana 7/5. For every spell you've cast this game, play a random spell targets chosen randomly.
Yes.
So
that's excellent.
The Yogg-Saron theory, we're saying Zul'jin is good, and it's even better perhaps because you can tailor it. You can tailor what you're playing. This is all going to be spells you want to be playing. Okay, very quickly. Master's Call, I think it's bad. I think it's way too slow. 1 star.
Yeah, I feel like there's better ones out there. I'm gonna go. It's a bit flat.
Okay, bit flat. Not a canyon, but a bit flat. The Beast Within, nice enough. Probably won't see much play. 3 stars.
Hillock solely for the artwork.
Hillock solo. Okay, sure. Bloodscalp Strategist. I think it's strong, but it's probably only you probably only really want it in Secret Hunter, and in Secret Hunter, your weapon slot is the 3 mana slot. So I'm gonna say 3 stars because I think it's good. I'm just worried it won't have a deck.
Yeah, no, fair. I can see that. I don't know. I'm gonna go. It's a little bit of a ditch.
Okay, what do you think of the artwork for it?
I like it, but not as much as some of the other ones in this pack. I really like the ones in this.
In Hunter, fair. Okay. Revenge of the Wild. I've already made my opinions on this clear. I think it is a 5-star card. I think it is incredibly strong.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go a fell.
A fell. Fair enough. Okay. Spirit of Lynx. Spirit of Lynx. I had at 3 stars.
Okay.
Yeah, I still have it 3 stars. It's still strong, but like Halazi, I think there are other spirits that are to come that are way stronger.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, no, it just seems a bit lackluster.
Okay.
I quite like things that are gonna do something drastic, and that is not
Like
doing anything
immediately.
drastic, so I'm gonna say,
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I'm
just
gonna
kind
say
of okay. It's nice
Bit
to
wet.
have. Bit wet. It's a wet hill. It's a
Yeah.
grassy knoll.
Oh no, it's not even a wet hill. It's a little bit kind of concave.
It's a puddle.
It is a puddle.
Okay. Baited Arrow. This card was one of the first to be released, and I initially really liked it, and then I thought about it some more, and I think it's 1 star. Sadly. I compared it to Flanking Strike, and for some context, by the way, a Devil Saw is just a 5/5 beast. There's nothing special about a Devil Saw.
I don't see much of a fun with that.
Okay. Headhunter's Hatchet. I think if there's something that's going to make Bloodscalp Strategist good, it's this. I think this is a 5-star card just because Hunter got a good beast 1-drop. An okay beast 1-drop. And Hunter has enough beasts that you're probably going to be hitting this quite a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I know why you like this one.
Yeah. I like this one a lot, so much.
What you going with for it? What's the mountain scale?
I'm gonna say this one's a cliff.
This is a cliff. Ooh, any reason for that?
No, it's a bit edgy.
Okay, it's a bit edgy. It is quite edgy, actually. Yeah, the Lottie card indeed. And finally, Springpaw. I said 2 stars. I'm beginning to think it might be a little higher, but I still don't think it's anything particularly special. Obviously, Link's being cute does help it, but okay. What do you reckon?
I don't know. I think it could be like a good kind of first card to play. So I'm gonna go.
Yeah, it is true.
It's truly a grassy knoll.
It is a grassy knoll. Okay, I'm really maybe regretting my rating for Springpaw. It's probably the one I regret most from this. So you reckon Beast Within Halazi for your best card from this. I reckon.
But then I think I ended up going for Zuljin.
Okay, that's fair.
There's so much.
Zuljin for the Yogg Fury. I'm going with Revenge of the Wild. Cool. Moving on to... Okay, we got through that quite quickly. That's nice. Moving on to Mage. Tegan, I'm so excited for Mage. I think Mage is going to be so good.
That's cool.
I should probably say Hunter, I gave an average rating of 3 stars.
Okay. I would go higher than that. I would go for a hill.
Yeah, I mean, 3 stars was my average rating based on how I rated each card. But I really think Hunter it's literally my lowest rating I've given, and I really think Hunter is not by any means the class that got the worst cards. I think it's just dragged down by a few 1-star ones. That's the only thing. Okay, Mage. Boy, let's talk about Mage. Okay, so
enjoying the argument so far.
You wanna remember that the Mage hero power is 2 mana, deal 1 damage to an enemy of to a character of your choice.
Okay.
Okay, so with that in mind, Hexlord Malakras. 8 mana, 5/5, Battle Cry. Add a copy of your opening hand to your hand, except for this card.
That could be really handy.
Oh, we have a viewer at the moment. Hello, viewer. I don't know who you are, but hello, viewer. Sorry to cut you off. What were you saying about Malakras?
Great name.
Mm-hmm.
Cool artwork. Could be lots of fun.
Could be lots of fun. Okay.
Could also be really useless, but like.
This is true. It could be a complete dud, but it could be some good value. I feel like I may have overrated this card a little bit, but we'll get to that later.
Okay.
Now we get to the fun stuff, because oh boy, the Mage Lower, Janalai the Dragonhawk. 7 mana, 4/4 Beast. Battle Cry. If your hero power dealt 8 damage this game, just in general, total, summon Ragnaros the Fire... Sorry. Summon Ragnaros the Firelord. Ragnaros the Firelord. So yeah, you want to look it up. It's an 8 mana, 8/8. Yeah. It's no longer in Standard. It's in Wild now. It got removed from Standard because it was so powerful. It cannot attack, but at the end of its turn it deals 8 damage to a random enemy.
This is completely my kind of card. Random attacks are the best way to do things.
Yeah, so Janalai is a 7 mana 4/4 that comes attached with a Ragnaros. And
it's only if you did 8 damage at all this game.
Total, yeah.
Oh, no.
And just you wait, we've got so much stuff that supports the Mage hero power still to come in Mage. So we've got... Okay. Then we've got Blast Wave. 5 mana spell, deal 2 damage to all minions. Overkill, add a random Mage spell to your hand for every minion it overkilled.
Ooh, that could be handy.
It could be handy. It's also got a little bit of that randomness in it. Not completely, but a little bit. It's kind of controlled randomness, almost. Okay, then we've got Splitting Image. It's a 3 mana Mage Secret, which means when it's played, you don't know what it is until it's triggered. At least your opponent doesn't. So,
right, okay.
When one of your minions is attacked, summon a copy of it. Do you know what I like most about this card?
Go on.
I love the name of this card. Splitting Image is a very good pun. I appreciate it.
Oh.
Splitting Image.
Okay.
I quite like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that. I'm not as big a fan about the artwork, but
yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the artwork either, but I think the pun is good. Okay.
It's a bit. Yeah.
Okay. Now we have a card that I fought so hard to defend from people, because, like, people were saying to me initially that this card was really bad. I proved them wrong, goddammit. Pyromaniac. A 3 mana 3/4. Whenever your hero power kills a minion, draw a card.
Ooh. Okay, so I like this one solely by how maniac.
Yeah.
How you pronounce it?
Maniacal, yeah. The pyromaniac is, yeah. I mean, it's appropriate.
Like, would use it solely for that.
Solely, I bet you. See, I bet you that has an amazing voice line. I bet you it has such a good voice line when you play it.
Oh yeah, true.
Like that's another thing you got to take into account. Oh, by the way, for those who are listening who don't know, the expansion comes out Tuesday, I believe. So, if anyone fancies a game, hit me up. I think I am Dungeon Ronpa on Hearthstone. DUNGONRONPA. Although I guess you'd need my battle tag for that as well. Anyway, after that brief moment of advertising, Spirit of the Dragonhawk, the mage spirit. 2 mana, 0/3. Stealth for 1 turn. Your hero power also targets adjacent minions. And this is where the mage stuff starts to get a little bit crazy. Tegan, you still there? Hello? Have we lost you? Moebius? Give me a moment, guys. Oh, shit, I said her name, didn't I? Oops. Okay, in the meantime, while we wait for Moebius, yeah, we want Spirit of the Dragonhawk. Yeah, this is what, like I was saying, this is where the mage stuff starts to get a little bit crazy. Because this is where you're able to do kind of damage at the minimum in bursts of kind of 2 or 3, which really facilitates your Jan'alai. And also to have kind of more efficiency in this hero power deck against wider boards. Then we have Scorch. Sorry, I'm just trying to get hold of Moebius, see if we can get her back in. Okay, yeah, apparently this is a problem with Discord, so we're gonna give me a moment. Okay, we're trying to get Moebius back on. Bear with for a moment, guys, sorry. Have we still got our 1 viewer? We do have our 1 viewer. Hello 1 viewer. If you can say anything in the chat, say hi. Moebius had a power cut. So hello.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Oh, yes, I can.
Okay, so I accidentally said your name. I do apologise when you left. So anyone who was paying attention knows what you're called. Anyway, did you catch Spirit of the Dragonhawk? What it does? So it's a 2 mana, 0/3. Your hero power targets adjacent minions as well.
Oh, so that's even more helpful.
Yeah, this is where the hero power stuff starts getting good. It's also got some nice artwork. Then we get onto. They've also given Mage a little bit of elemental stuff this time around, because Elemental Mage is kind of an okay deck at the moment.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we've got Scorch. Deal 4 damage to a minion. Costs 1 if you played an elemental last turn.
I quite like that. Especially that.
Quite like it as well. It reminds me of a card from the Witchwood that I rather liked. Sadly, that was played in a few decks, and then people started to realise it wasn't too strong, and kind of didn't get played. And we have another card that's very similar, again, to another card from the past. We've got Arcanosaur. It's a 6 mana, 3/3. Elemental. Battlecry. If you played an elemental last turn, deal 3 damage to all other minions. So it's kind of a board clear kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thoughts?
Yeah, it could be handy, I think.
Could be handy, yeah.
Seems like a dinosaur, really.
Okay. Then we have what is, in my opinion, the second best card of the set. Which is
This guy.
I feel like I'm building it up a lot because it's nothing particularly special to look at. God, sorry, I've still got quite a bad cough. Daring Fire Eater. It's a 1 mana 1/1. Battlecry. Your next hero power this turn deals 2 more damage.
I quite like this
Okay. So
because
yeah, go on.
it's just quite a nice single play from the start. Like,
Yeah. Okay, so
use
you
that full of power.
yes, though you can't play it on turn one, obviously, because you wouldn't have the mana for your hero power.
Oh,
At that point.
yeah. Oh shoot, you hurry by this turn. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, next
Okay.
hero power this turn. The reason I like this is because there's a deck called Odd Mage, which basically means your deck only has odd cost cards, and in exchange for that, yeah, so this is something that was released earlier this year, and in exchange for that, your hero power deals 2 damage rather than 1.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I should say there are odd and even decks for every single class, so that's something I will be factoring in a little bit at points. Now, the reason I like this is because if you think about it, Odd Mage, 2 damage hero power already, you Daring Fire Eater makes it 4. If you do that twice throughout the game, you've already activated your Janalai, which is by itself an odd card, so it can go in a deck. So Daring Fire Eater is basically make your hero power deal 4 damage, 2 of those activates your Janalai, you're laughing.
Yeah.
Okay, finally, Elemental Evocation.
Ooh.
We're getting a little bit of feedback, by the way, just so you know, from you. Okay, 0 mana, spell. The next elemental you play this turn costs 2 less. So Arcanosaur costs 4, Blaze Caller costs 5, things like that.
Can you use this in an odd deck?
Pardon?
Can you use this in an odd deck?
You cannot, because it's 0 mana, sadly.
Okay. Just wanted to check that.
It would run in an even deck, though. So the way it works is even decks make your hero power cost 1 rather than 2. Odd decks make your hero power upgraded, basically.
Right. Okay.
I realize that's a hard one for you to rate without knowing the other elementals, but here we go. All right, let's run through this rating very quickly because we took a lot of time, obviously, because of the powercut. Hexlord Malacras, I think it's 5 stars, maybe 4 stars, but I've put it as 5 stars just because of how much value it gets you. What are you saying? Hillock?
I don't think it's that.
Okay. You don't think it's great?
I think it's in some places is good.
But it's got the potential to go wrong.
Yeah.
Alright. Janalai the Dragonhawk, I think is 5 stars. I'm not sure I need to explain that one. I think that's clear enough.
Right.
What's your rating for Janalai?
Okay, not quite Everest, but like a solid peak in the Alps.
Okay. The Mont Blanc, I guess slightly ironically.
But I don't know.
Okay.
Pretty tall mountain.
Blast Wave, 2 stars. I like this card. I don't think it's going to be great, sadly.
Yeah, I'd say it's a ditch.
Okay. Splitting Image, 4 stars, possibly 3, but I've got it as a 4 stars. I think it's a nice enough secret. Don't think there's a deck for it though. Okay.
If you've got quite a bit that people want to take down, then that's quite handy.
Okay, you are cutting out a little bit, just so you know. Pyromaniac, 5 stars. I just really think it's strong. I think it.
Mountain is great artwork.
Mountain for the artwork, fantastic. Spirit of the Dragonhawk, I think, is the worst card of the Mage Hero Power package, but I still think it's a 4 stars. That's how good I think the Mage Hero Power package is.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think it's quite good.
Okay. You don't have to agree, by the way. That's
No, I do.
Okay. Scorch, I want it to be good, but having seen what happened to Wing Blast, I think it's 2 stars.
Having not seen what happened to Wing Blast, I think it's a hill.
Okay. Hill for you. Okay, fair. Arcana, yeah, it's got pretty good artwork. I like the Tauren.
Yeah.
Arcanosaur it's not as good as Duskbreaker is, which is the card it's like. It's got a harder condition to fulfill, costs more mana, even once you elemental evocation. I don't think it's great. 2 stars.
Oh, I'm gonna go. That is like a pretty deep, like crater.
Okay, you're not enamored with Arcanosaur.
No,
Okay.
I don't know why. I don't know why, but
Yeah, me neither really. I'm not liking it.
it looks like a generic card.
This is fair. Daring Fire Eater, I think I've made my point. I think I've made my opinions very clear on Daring Fire Eater. 5 stars.
No,
5
I
stars,
think
it's a good
that's
card.
a card.
Okay, we've
Also
lost our
very
viewer, by the way. We've lost our one viewer.
No.
What's your rating for Daring Fire Eater?
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna say that is Mont Blanc.
That is Mont Blanc, okay. Fair. Elemental Evocation, I think is... Ooh, did I really put that as a 5? Oh yeah, this is my lowest rated 5-star card. What do you reckon?
Yeah, it just seems, again, like, it could be useful, but nothing
Okay.
particularly exciting.
What's
Like
what?
a ramp.
A ramp. Okay, I like that. A ramp. Okay, so my average star rating for Mage was 3.9, which is the highest of this expansion. So 3
Okay.
was lowest, 3.9 is the highest. I do think they got the best cards. Just barely. There's one other class I think came very close, but... Right, now, Paladin. Do you wanna do your ratings first for this one when we get to the end, and I'll come in with just the star rating. So, my opinion on Paladin was that it got a lot of decent cards that don't really fit well together into anything. But
Yeah.
we'll start with High Priest Fekal. I'm not entirely sure how you pronounce this one. He's a 3 mana 3/4. Very interesting battle cry. Convert all but one of your hero's health into armor.
Oh.
So if you're on 30 health, you become on 1 health and 29 armor.
Right.
And the reason that's the thing is... Yeah, sorry?
Oh, I was just wondering why it's helpful, so continue to
Yeah,
go.
the reason that's the thing is because they're trying to make heal Paladin a thing. So if you're on 30 health, you can't heal yourself to more than 30. But if you're on 1 health and 29 armor, you can heal yourself up to 30 health and keep the 29 armor. Is the theory behind it. Okay, so what we've got next is a very, very... it's a card I've got a controversial opinion on, I think. It's a very, very interesting card. Shivala the Tiger, the first card revealed from this expansion. It is a 25 mana beast.
Mm-hmm.
It is a 7/5 Divine Shield, Rush, and Lifesteal. And it costs 1 less for each mana that you've spent on spells.
Oh, so that could go down really quickly.
In theory, yeah, in the right deck, it could.
Yeah.
So that can start dropping, because obviously you can't play it. You just can't play it in general if you haven't cast any spells.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, I have some opinions on that, but we need to move on quickly. So, 7 mana spell, a new challenger. ... Discover a 6-cost minion. Summon it with Taunt and Divine Shield. What do you reckon? Tegan? Moebius? Have we lost you? We lost you again. Oh no, you're still here. Okay, good.
I'm still hearing you.
You can still hear me? Okay, I can hear you.
Okay, well that was
Okay.
one brief interlude.
Okay. What do you reckon? New challenger.
I think could be helpful
Okay.
depending what you have in the deck.
Okay. Well, I mean, it doesn't have to be something you discover from your deck. Then could be
right.
so it's
Right.
any 6-cost minion, and there are a lot of them.
Yeah, there are, aren't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think could be helpful.
Okay.
But why? I don't quite get why it's like. Okay.
I mean,
You could be a bit of a bad deal with that one.
okay. Yeah, I feel like it could be stronger if it's a little lower cost, but the benefit of it being slightly higher cost, obviously, is because Shivala, I guess.
Oh, okay, right, yeah.
I guess. I'm not sold on it, but... Okay, anyway. Onto a card that I am sold on. Immortal Prelate. I believe they're saying it's pronounced Prelate. I would say Prelate, but... Immortal Prelate. 2 mana, 1/3. Death Rattle. Shuffle this into your deck. It keeps any enchantments. So, any buffs you put on it, it just keeps coming back stronger and stronger.
Huh, that seems quite handy.
Or, if someone debuffs it, like reduces its attack to 1 or something, or to 0, weaker and weaker, it keeps coming back.
Less handy.
So, it's a bit of a coin flip, but I think the amount of times you'll be buffing it really outweigh the amount of times you won't be.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, Spirit of the Tiger, 4 mana, 0/3. After you cast a spell, summon a tiger with stats equal to its cost. So that's another reason a new challenger might be good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. 5, then Faraki Battle Axe, 5 mana, 3/3. Overkill, give a minion in your hand, +2/+2. Then I'm just going to speed through these because we're starting to run out of time. Zandalari Templar, 4 mana, 4/4. Battle Cry, if you've restored 10 health this game, gain +4/+4 and Taunt.
They are going for heal.
They really are going for Heal Paladin. Bloodclaw, 1 mana weapon, 2/2. Battle Cry, deal 5 damage to your hero. Which sometimes you might want in Heal Paladin, but who knows. Pun? Tegan? Moebius? We've lost you, Moebius. Moebius, come in.
Yeah, hello.
Okay, hello.
More power cuts.
More power cuts. Oh, I'm sorry. Is it really stormy where you are?
Not particularly, but we're taking out the carpets, that might be it.
Right, okay. Sure. Okay.
I don't know why it would, but hey ho.
Who knows? Flash of Light, 2 mana spell, restore 4 health and draw a card. An okay cycle card. And then finally, 3 mana spell, time out. Your hero is immune until your next turn.
I love the look of that.
Okay? This is fair. It's quite good in Heal Paladin because it gives you time to heal up as well.
Yes.
It's good against a lot of stuff. Okay, so we're going to rush through the ratings fairly quickly. Just tell me first what your rating is and maybe 2 or 3 words as to why.
Okay.
So, High Priest Fikal.
I'm gonna go with a hill because it just is a bit ridiculous.
Okay. Shivala, I should say High Priest Fikal, 5 stars because it defines the archetype. Shivala the Tiger.
It's just quite a steady card, but nothing massively wild about it.
Okay. What's your rating?
So I'm gonna go.
Didn't hear you there.
Hillock.
Hillock. For me, 2 stars. No deck for it, I don't think, or not a good enough deck for it.
Yeah.
A new challenger. What's your opinion?
I don't like that one. It just seems like if it was like a kind of 3 mana card where you discover a 2-cost minion.
Okay.
And then summon it with Taunted Fire Shield, I would be more interested in it.
I like that actually. Yeah. I'd not thought of that. That's an interesting change. Yeah, I do like that, and I agree with you. That would be then I'd be considering running it in quite a few decks actually. Yeah, that's good.
Because then, like, the pros of it are a higher percentage of what it's doing.
Yes, and you also just get better, I think, 2-cost minions than you do 6-cost.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
and, like,
say.
and
Yeah, no, go on.
oh, and I feel like the 6-cost ones are more likely to have funkier.
This
things.
is true. A lot of them do already have Taunt and Divine Shield. My opinion, in its current state, 2 stars. Okay, Immortal Prelate. What do you reckon?
I like the idea of this. It is like it's only two mana. Seems kind of fun.
What's it?
A hill.
A hill. Okay. I reckon. By the way, what was the new challenges mountain rating?
Oh, like a puddle.
A puddle. Okay. 5 stars for Immortal Prelate. I just think it's really strong. I think most people are in agreement that it's fairly strong. Spirit of the Tiger.
I like tigers. Summoning stuff continually sounds fun.
Okay.
Especially if that would be the only thing that I'd. Yeah, no. It'd be handy if you could have it with like taunt or something. No, not taunt. I mean shield.
Okay, Divine Shield. Fair.
Could be handy.
Yeah, fair. What do you reckon?
I'm just gonna go. Yeah, a bit of a peek.
Okay, we're gonna have to hurry through these reviews because we've still got 5 classes to go. I'm gonna say I don't think it's great, but I think it's consistent enough to be 4 stars. Faraki Battle Axe, mountain rating, 3 words as to why, or fewer.
Flat. Not very interesting.
Okay. Yeah, 2 stars, bit too slow. Zandalari Templar.
Yeah, fun, though kind of low mana. Like I would have. It just seems like a bit of an odd one to use.
Okay.
Because you really have to been healing quite a lot.
Okay, fair.
So go kind of flat.
Okay. I think 5 stars. I think with Heal Paladin you can heal enough to make this consistently strong. That's all I'm going to say. Bloodclaw.
Love the artwork.
This is fair.
Seems a bit
I agree,
stupid,
actually.
So I'm going to give it a good rating.
Okay.
Not quite a crack, but kind of a bit below that.
Okay, below that. Okay. Bloodclaw, 5 stars. I actually think it's really strong in Heal Paladin. I think it might be strong in some other Paladin decks as well, but I think it's especially strong in Heal Paladin. Because if you think about it as when you're attacking a minion, you're also taking damage. That's probably at least deal 8 damage to your hero total. It just lets you heal up, even without stuff like Firkal. Flash of Light.
Handy. You get card draw and you get health. Hill.
Yeah, I don't have much to say about this. 3 stars, decent. Timeout.
Yeah, again, handy. Can see it being useful.
Yeah.
Like Crag.
Yeah, I think handy and a little bit more versatile than Flash of Light, so 4 stars. It took me forever to rate that one though. That was one of the ones I waited till the very end to rate. Okay. Now we are getting into a class that I think is going to be incredibly fun to play. We are talking about Priest. And oh boy, does the first Priest card sound really, really bad when you don't take it into account with the rest of the Priest stuff. Okay, one Samdi the Dead, clearly based off Baron Samedi from kind of various Caribbean cultures, I believe. One Samedi the Dead, 7 mana, 7/7. Battle Cry, draw 1 cost minions from your deck until your hand is full.
That sounds fun.
Okay, and then we move on to another card. Doesn't sound great until you look at the rest of the priest cards. Princess Talanji, Battle Cry, 8 mana, 7/5. Battle Cry, summon all minions from your hand that didn't start in your deck.
Okay. I'm guessing there's a lot of summoning going on a bit later on.
There's a lot of kind of putting stuff in your deck that wasn't there originally, essentially.
Mm.
Then we've got 3 mana spell, Surrender to Madness. Quite a controversial spell at the moment. Destroy 3 of your mana crystals. So set yourself back 3 mana crystals, essentially.
Okay.
Give all minions in your deck +2/+2.
Right.
All of them. Okay. Then 2 mana, Alchemy Phantasm, 3/2. Battle Cry. This turn, your healing effects deal damage instead.
Right.
So we've seen something a little similar as the classic card, but this is just on this turn and it's cheaper. Then we have the card that makes you go, oh, this is why they had those 2 cards earlier.
Yeah.
Spirit of the Dead. 1 mana, 0/3, stealth for 1 turn. After a friendly minion dies, shuffle a 1-cost copy of it into your deck, no matter how much it cost before.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Yeah. So then you draw all of them until your hand is full with Bwonsamdi. You buff them with Surrender to Madness. You summon them from your hand, maybe with Princess Talanji. Although they do only cost 1 cost. So yeah, so that's what the priest package is. And I really like it because I think they've really got this whole zombie theme. Really kind of, it feels like it is a zombie kind of apocalypse thing going on.
Yeah.
Alright, you're right there, you've got some buzzing going on in the background.
Yeah, that's my phone buzzing at me. Do not worry.
Okay, fair. Then we've got the Grave Horror. Shambling mass.
Yes.
12 mana, taunt, 7/8, costs 1 less for each spell you've cast this game.
Yeah, see, that seems a lot... yeah, in comparison to, like, the
Shivala, yeah. It seems...
what
do you reckon?
Yeah, again, it depends what spells you put in.
This is true. So they do seem to be trying to... Some of the cards later, they do seem to be trying to create, like, a Spellslinger priest archetype. But, let's see. Let's see how good that is. Then we've got Mass Hysteria, a 5 mana spell. Force each minion to attack another random minion. Can be minions on the same side.
Hilarious.
Okay, it does sound funny. It does sound like it could have some hijinks and some RNG potential. Mm-hmm. You sound happy for that. You sound...
I like that.
You sound like that. I feel like that might be a deck that you and only you will make work. Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, Moebius, let's go. Regenerate. A proper Doctor Who style card with proper Doctor Who style artwork. 0 mana spell, restore 3 health.
Very handy.
Yeah, it's
like
just
that.
It's just nice. It's just a nice spell to have.
If you have just used the Phantasm.
Yeah, it becomes deal 3 damage, which I think is probably its strongest use.
Reasonably versatile, yeah.
Okay, now we have a card that I want to talk about because it sums up to me everything that Blizzard did wrong with this expansion. Which isn't much, but this card basically encapsulates all of it, in my opinion. Sand Drudge, a 3 mana 3/3.
Yeah.
Whenever you cast a spell, summon a 1/1 zombie with taunt. Which, like, it in theory is quite a powerful effect. It's nice with your spellcasting. You're building this kind of spellcaster priest. You want to just play it and throw out as many spells as you can. It's a bit like Violet Teacher. You'd think could be quite good. My issue with it is that in this specific expansion, it's really, really bad because of overkill. Because this just sets up so many really easy overkill targets. I mean, imagine, right? You play a board of this, fill it with 1/1s, and then someone plays Blast Wave.
Yeah.
They clear your board and get 6 random spells in hand. It's like... I feel like the problem this expansion is that there's so many cards with low health that facilitate overkill for other cards.
Yeah.
And are therefore not too strong on their own. But I don't know, maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm getting annoyed about that for no reason. Maybe Sandraj is good.
I don't know, I think like it makes sense for them not to do that.
Fair. I mean, I can also see why you would do it, because obviously you don't want overkill to have nothing to feast on, essentially. So, I don't know. Who knows? Yeah. Okay. Seance, or Seance, however you want to pronounce it. Seance. 2 mana spell. Choose a minion, add a copy of it to your hand. What do you reckon?
I like the artwork. Again, it depends what... As long as you've got like a kind of strong deck.
True.
Could be handy.
I mean, it doesn't have to be one of your minions. It can be one of your opponents as well.
Oh. Yeah, no, even handier.
Okay. I mean, it's nice enough with Talanji. I don't know, I'm worried. I feel like this could be good, but I've rated it quite low. Just because, like, I'm imagining myself playing it and it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel quite like what I want to be doing. I do like it in theory, though. Okay, so, ratings. I'll start this time very quickly. One Somebody the Dead, 5 stars as part of the whole Priest package. I think it's really strong.
Yeah, I like the kind of synergy it has with other ones.
Yeah, drawing all of your Spirit of the Dead minions. You're kind of drawing them out. Like, it all makes sense. Princess Talanji, maybe I've got a bit overzealous. Oh, sorry. Your rating for One Samdi.
Yeah, Mountain.
Pretty. Okay. Cool. Princess Talanji, I may have got a bit overzealous with rating this one as part of the whole Priest package. Someone did point out to me that it doesn't really matter about summoning all your Spirit of the Dead minions because they're going to only cost 1 mana anyway. You might as well just play them. But I think it's 5 stars still.
Yeah. Yeah, again, I think it has to be played with this lot of things, but when not by itself, is handy. Okay,
yeah. So it works in the kind of combo piece. Oh, I should mention, by the way, if anyone's watching who's super into the meta, I think this whole package is really, really good in Control Priest. The current iteration of Control Priest with Archbishop Benedictus, all that stuff, I think all of it's very good. Surrender to Madness. So Archbishop Benedictus, basically what it does is it shuffles a copy of your opponent's deck into your deck.
Yeah.
So I think with Surrender to Madness and Talanji, that becomes really strong.
Yeah, no, you've got quite a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Okay, Surrender to Madness, for that reason, I think 4 stars. I'm making a 5 with my hand, but I'm saying 4 stars. It's 4 stars. A lot of people say this is a really terrible meme card. Maybe it is.
Well, I like a good meme card.
Yeah. I mean, meme cards are fun. Like, you gotta give them high ratings. They are good. Alkali Phantasm, 4 stars. I mean, we've talked slightly already about why it's strong. It's just solid.
Yeah. Tis a hill.
What do you reckon of the art? Decent? Not good? What do you reckon?
I don't know. There's something about like using purple to be magical that like you can just do a different thing.
This is fair. Oh, you're gonna hate all of the priest cards in that case, I guess, because this year's ones are quite bluey purple. Did we get your mountain ratings for Talanji and Surrender to Madness? Sorry, I completely forgot to ask.
Talanji, mountain, you can use a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Surrender to Madness, like the tallest of the mountains.
Okay, Everest then, I guess.
Well, actually no. I make that mountain smaller. I'm gonna say a hill. Because I think there is more fun that you can have with other cards.
Okay. Okay. Sure. Not the memeiest of meme cards, in your opinion. Okay.
No.
Spirit of the Dead. I've said that I think this is the thing that it's the glue that holds this whole thing together. I think 5 stars, basically.
Yeah, I think that's great. That's mountain.
Mountain, okay. Got a lot of mountains in the priest one, which I guess is what the whole thing of priest is about in this way. It's making mountains out of molehills. We haven't had any molehills yet, actually.
No, we haven't. We should do.
Grave horror. I mean, it's kind of like Arcane Giant. It's very similar to that. Priest doesn't really run Arcane Giant. It might be good with Spirit of the Dead. I only just considered that, but 3 stars, I reckon. What about you?
Yeah, I think I would go less than that and say it's a bit of a ditch, because you have to very much choose your spells.
Yeah,
quite
you have
carefully,
to
so make sure that you've got quite a lot of lower mana ones.
Yeah, it requires a lot of careful deck building, and it requires a lot of low mana spells of priest. It kind of has now with regenerate and stuff like that, but doesn't really. By the way, we've got 3 viewers now. We've reached our peak. Hi, 3 viewers.
Hey,
how are you?
that's exciting.
Welcome to the stream. This is Moebius. This is Moebius. There we go. And I am blue. Double D, double I. Mass Hysteria. I reckon 3 stars. It's okay. I think it's probably going to be worse than 3 stars. You were happy for Mass Hysteria. You were.
Yeah. I like how much chaos you can have. This is just a theme in general with how I rate stuff.
Yours for a mountain rating system. You're really prioritizing the chaos. I like it. This is the kind of eldritch. This is the kind of eldritch rating system that I'm happy for. Regenerate 3 stars, like we said, it's solid.
Yeah. I don't know. I would actually go more than that. I would say it is a bit of a molehill, at least.
A bit of a molehill?
Maybe
okay.
more.
So a molehill is above average, is it?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Just so I know where we stand.
Above average, but still quite not like a BAM card.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so nothing special, but like decent. Okay.
Yeah.
Sandrudge. I had my little rant about Sandrudge. 1 star. I'm sorry.
I think you convinced me with your Sandrudge rant. And I would say it's a bit of a trench.
Okay, Sandrudge is a trench. It's like it's a sandy trench. It's a desert kind of valley almost, I guess.
Yes, it is a sandy trench.
Okay, and finally, Seance, 2 stars.
Seance.
It's alright, but I can't imagine myself playing it.
I quite like the idea of it. I would go more than that. I would say it's like a.
I'm gonna get my blanket because it's getting a bit cold.
An undulation.
An undulation. Oh man, we're getting watery here. Okay, cool. We've got an undulating seance. Sounds like this kind of thing that would go on a wall. Okay. So all in all, I rated. Oh, sorry. The paladin. The average I had for paladin, by the way, was 3.7. Even though I don't think its decks are that good, so take that with a pinch of salt.
Yeah.
Priest, I have it at 3.6, but I think it is better than paladin, just in terms of the packages they get. Okay. Let's see if we're still streaming. If we've still got viewers, we have still got viewers, and we are still streaming, both of which are good.
That's good.
Yeah, always good, because I had a stream a couple of months back where I just completely did not know that the stream had gone down for about half an hour.
Aww.
So lost all of my stuff, and we had some quite funny stuff in that one, which is a shame. Anyway, on to Rogue.
Why are you just saying that because it's gone?
We had someone in chat who was referring to Monokuma as Daddy Monokuma.
Oh.
And I was banning that. I wasn't happy with that. Okay, we move on to Rogue very quickly. We're kind of on schedule to get done by about 6:30 my time, 5:30 your time. If anyone is following this, 5:30 GMT. So Rogue. I'll give my opinions on the Rogue class as a whole from this at the end, because I do have them.
Okay.
And when we get to the end, we'll start with your ratings. Okay, Captain Hooktusk, a pirate, So Rogue is all about pirates this expansion.
Like,
An 8 mana 6/3. Summon 3 pirates from your deck. Give them rush. So it's basically
could be handy.
get the pirates off the deck. I do like the pun they have where pirates, their whole thing is being summoned from the deck. Ha ha ha. Da 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 da. Yeah.
I didn't realise that was a thing. but
And
that's
give them
okay.
rush. Also, I've seen her animation when you play her. It's very cool. She kind of an anchor gets dropped onto the board. Which is pretty neat.
Yeah, I like
And
that.
they all get summoned out. Okay, then we have the Loa, Growl the Shark. 5 mana, 2/2 beast. Battle cry, eat a minion in your deck and gain its stats. Death
That's
Rattle,
incredible.
add that minion to your hand.
Even more incredible. Love it.
Okay, you're a big fan. Fair enough. I'll get back to that later.
Fan of a shark.
Cannon Barrage, 6 mana, deal 3 damage to a random enemy. Repeat for each of your pirates. So we're kind of
Yeah.
boarding the ship. We're firing. I guess we're firing a broadside before we board the ship, but yeah.
Solid, but I don't have much faith in my ability to kind of keep things actually alive.
I, in general, don't have faith in anyone's ability to do that with this card, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
So-
So I don't think it's as useful as it could be, especially for something.
I mean, it could work if there's some cheap pirates, which there is one that's coming up, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah. Well,
We have a fantastically named card coming up next. By the way, I'm a little ill, in case viewers couldn't hear from my slightly nasal tones. We've got Gurubashi Hypemon. Gurubashi Hypemon. He's a 7 mana 5/7.
Hypemon.
Hype. Getting hyped.
yeah, like hype.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, as I heard
Yeah.
that. It just
His job is to kind of get the hype going in the arena. So he's a 7 mana 5/7. Battle Cry.
yeah.
Discover a 1/1 copy of a Battle Cry minion. It costs 1.
Is that helpful?
There's the next card it kind of slightly synergizes with. Sorry, I'm gonna get a tissue.
Okay.
But all in all, I think it's just a little too poorly statted. Okay.
Yeah, it's, yeah.
Then we look at the Spirit. 4 mana, 0/3, Spirit of the Shark. Your minions' battle cries and combos trigger twice. So with Gurubashi Hypemon,
Okay.
both its Discover Battle Cry and the Battle Cry minion thing will probably trigger
Yeah.
twice.
Okay, I can see how that's more helpful, but still isn't particularly exciting.
I agree. I think like there aren't enough good battle crying combos that you want to trigger twice. I also think like it's supposed to work well with Graal, so it eats 2 minions.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if you're running this in a deck with Graal, you run the risk of eating it, which I don't think is that great. That's a great thing to say. That's a great sentence to say, that you run the risk of eating
Yep.
one of your cards, but it's like the
Yeah.
kind of thing Tomty would do. But then we have Raiding Party. 3 mana spell, draw 2 pirates from your deck, combo and a weapon. So if you play this after you've played another card that turn, you also draw a weapon.
I like that.
Bloodsail Howler, 2 mana, 1/1 pirate. It's a monkey with knives. Rush,
Whee.
Battle Cry, gain +1/+1 for each other pirate you control.
Yeah. Meh. I'm not such a big fan.
I actually think,
Again, I don't have much faith in my keeping things alive.
true, I do actually think this is alright. Mainly, after you play Captain Hook Tusk, this becomes a 5/5, 2 mana 5/5 with Rush, which is nice enough because you can play it on the same turn. I think you want to be playing it early, and
Yeah.
I do think it's really good. I think even a 2 mana 2/2, if you have one other pirate, because it has Rush, is good enough. I'm
Yeah.
just not sold on the pirate package as a whole. I think my issue is like, well, I'll talk about what my issue with the pirate package is later. Serrated Tooth,
Right.
a 1-mana 1/3 weapon. Death Rattle, give your minions rush. So when you've on your
I like
final
that.
hit. I especially like this because of your rogue hero power. Your rogue hero power, you can actually just replace this weapon. So you can basically trigger
Yeah.
that whenever you like. And I think it's a good effect. Why are you liking Serrated Tooth?
It's not much mana. You can have a good few hits from it,
Okay.
and you get something handy in the end.
Yeah, it's like a 1-mana
It's just a
1/3.
solid card all round.
Yeah, it's pretty strong. Okay. Then Stolen Steel, a 2-mana spell. It's a good name, Stolen Steel. I'll give them that. Quite like the art as well. Discover a weapon from another class. Stolen. It's been stolen. It's very Christmassy. It's been stolen. 2-mana 2/3.
Yeah.
Discover a weapon from another class. What do you reckon?
Handy. I mean, I guess if it's discovered, at least you've got some kind of choice, so you can
Yeah.
use some kind of handy thing. But I don't know. I can't see myself using it.
Yeah, that's kind of exactly what I feel about this card. Yeah, it feels like one of those ones that's just like it's an all-round card that's slightly too weak all round. It feels like a fair card essentially, and fair isn't great.
Yeah.
Okay, and finally for Rogue, we've got Walk the Plank. 4-mana spell, destroy an undamaged minion.
Could be exceedingly helpful.
I actually think this card is quite good because the other Rogue equivalent is 5-mana destroy a minion. And I think you're going to be seeing enough undamaged minions that like this is fine.
Yeah.
Because when you play it, they're usually undamaged, so you can just take out a minion that they've just played for 4. I think it's alright. So before we get into ratings, I'd like to talk about my slight problem with the Rogue package as a whole. Very quickly.
Go on.
I think that they sort of do what I'm calling for this and one of the other classes obstructing itself, essentially. So, as in, Raiding Party wants to draw pirates from your deck, but Captain Hooktusk wants to still have the pirates in the deck. It's like Bloodsail Howler, 2-mana 1/1 rush with a battle cry, but if it gets summoned by Hooktusk, then it's... Oh, my phone's playing music. If it's summoned by Hooktusk, then it's only a 1/1, and so on. And like, we talked about how to growl, obstruct Spirit of the Shark, all that kind of stuff. I feel like it just keeps getting its own way. It like trips over its feet. But anyway, so starting with you, Captain Hooktusk, mountain rating and why?
Flat. Just doesn't seem as fun as it could be.
Yep, 3 stars, much the same reason. I don't think there are enough pirates in general to make this good. Growl the Shark.
Yeah. Mountain, it's a shark, it eats things, that's exciting.
Fair enough. I've largely focused on the gameplay for this, but I respect that. I respect you are a shark fan. Oh, by the way, another part of the lore of this expansion is that each of the kind of factions have a rabid group of fans. So you've got you might be a shark fin fan if you're a big growl.
Big one.
So I gave Growl the Shark 2 stars. I don't think it's great.
Well, that's that.
It's really weak to silence as well. That's one of my issues.
Yeah, no fair.
Cannon Barrage. What do you reckon?
I mean, I like random enemy damaging,
Yeah.
but I don't have much faith in my ability to keep pirates alive.
Fair. Mountain rating. What do you give it?
It's flat.
Flat. Okay. Cannon Barrage. I gave 2 stars. No, I gave 3 stars. Sorry, Cannon Barrage, I gave 3 stars. Basically, my thought on it was it's only ever going to be slightly worse than however good Hook Tusk is. So they deserve kind of the same
Yeah.
rating. Gurabashi Hypemon. Opinion and why?
Yeah. I like the artwork, but I'm not a big fan of the subject of the artwork. Like as in, it just
Okay.
looks like Thingamajig from the second Danganronpa.
Oh, it looks like Kazuichi, right? A little bit. You're thinking
Yeah,
the engineer, the pink-haired engineer with the sharp
Yeah.
teeth? Yeah, looks like Kazuichi.
That is who I
God,
think
that's
of.
even more reason for me to hate it. I'm not a big Kazuichi fan.
Yeah. So, and I don't know. It just seems a bit like sad.
Yeah,
And it's 7 mana, like.
yeah, you
chill.
want to be doing some good stuff, like some really good stuff with that. I mean, I think you're probably playing this on 8 mana when you can play the Battlecry minion, but even so,
Yeah.
yeah,
So ditch it.
ditch. Yeah, the whole rogue package in general, pretty disappointing. 3 stars again.
Yeah.
Spirit of the Shark, very quickly.
More sharks, less fun. Flat.
Okay. I like that reasoning though. That's good. 3 stars for me. Again, raiding party. Very quickly. Can we hurry to the end of this?
Like a molehill.
Molehill. Okay.
Yeah.
Goose. Any reason why?
No.
No, fair. Again 3 stars for me. It's like all of these are 3 stars. Bloodsail Howler.
Not.
Not
Again.
not doing it for you.
Lack of trust in ability to keep things alive.
Fair. Man, that's a big mood to be honest. Bloodsail Howler I actually have at 5 stars, but I think it will be let.
Yeah.
I do worry that it will be let down by the number of pirates there are, which is not many.
Yeah. Yeah.
Serrated Tooth.
I really like this. I think it's a hill.
Yeah, I think it's 4 stars. I think it's strong. It's consistent. You can easily trigger it. It's good. Stolen Steel.
Yep. I don't like this. I think it's a trench.
Yeah, I think 2 stars. I'm completely in agreement with you on that. Walk the Plank.
Yeah, I think this is quite good.
Okay.
In contrast. So I would go for a bit of a fell.
Bit of a fell. I think 4 mana, 4 stars. Tegan.
Yeah.
May I ask?
Yeah?
Oh, sorry, Moebius. Moebius.
I mean, we might as well just give up on
No, we're not giving up. Okay, we have, aside from possibly you, we have one other viewer. Do you mind
Yeah.
entertaining them for like a minute while I very quickly nip to the toilet?
Okay, sure.
I'm relying on you to keep our viewer for a minute. Can you do that for me?
Yes.
Okay, go. I will be as quick as I can.
So, fun fact about owls. I don't have any, but I'm going to work on finding some. There are lots of different types of owls. You have barn owls. Oh, there's about 200 species of owls. There we go, Wikipedia is helpful. 200 species of owls that are known for their upright stances, large, broad heads, binocular visions, I don't know how to pronounce that, sharp talons and feathers, which is very exciting. They are a symbol of darkness, which is ironic, somehow. Magic, mystery, and ancient knowledge, which is also very fun. And they're about wisdom and femininity, which, yeah, because owls are very feminine. This is going fun. 15 mysterious facts about owls. Thank you, Mental Floss. They're enigmatic birds that turn They can't turn their head all the way around. They can turn their neck 135 degrees in either direction. So they have 260 degrees of total movement. But they can't actually turn the head all the way around. Fun fact. They have very good hearing, which you would kind of expect, so that's less of a fun fact. And they fly silently, which I would say is a fun fact. Which is kind of cool. They are the rogue of the owls of the species. They sometimes eat other owls.
I'm back. Hello.
I'm on it with the owl facts. Did you know owls sometimes eat other owls?
Owls sometimes eat other owls. Which owls? Are like the same species of owls, or?
No. So, for example, great horned owls will attack a barred owl.
Oh.
Which in turn sometimes eats a western screech owl.
Like, knowing how bards can be, I would attack a bard owl, to be honest. Oh, barn owl. Wait, bard or barn?
Bard.
Bard,
B-A-R-R-E-D.
Oh, that's disappointing.
And in fact, owl on owl, it says here, owl on owl predation may be a reason why western screech owl numbers have declined.
That is a worrying fact. Also, you kept our viewer, so good job.
Wait.
Maybe they won't pay. Oh no, that would be really rude of me to say to you. No, never mind. I'm not going to say that.
What about my owl facts? Not very exciting.
Owl facts are good. Owls in general. I love owls in general.
Yeah. Well, the thing was, I've put a picture of an owl above my desk, and I've only just realised the connection. So.
Nice. Okay, so I gave Rogue an average of 3.2 in general.
Yeah, that's a solid choice.
It's like mediocre. Okay, moving on to a class that I don't like, but I'm unexpectedly excited for the cards in. Shaman. Shaman. Okay, so Shaman has some a fun, like a quite fun package because it's all about the frogs in Shaman. All about the frogs today.
Like frogs. So
we start with the Shaman Lower, Kragwa the Frog. It's literally just a big frog. It's a really big frog. So 6 mana, 4/6. Battle Cry, return all spells that you played last turn to your hand.
Can I see that being very helpful?
Pardon?
I can see that being very helpful if you have specifically good spells.
I can see it,
but
yeah.
It's quite high mana.
Yeah, I can see it being helpful. I can't, see it being amazing. Imagine that being in Hunter with Zul'jin. That would be great. But sadly it's not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then we have Zentimo, the 3 mana 1/3. Whenever you target a minion with a spell, it also targets adjacent minions. That can be enemy minions or your own.
So much healing could happen.
So much healing, so much... there's evolution, there's Yeah, go on.
Stuff you need to silence.
This is true. Although Shaman, I don't think has a silence spell. At the moment, at least. But you are going to see a couple of... Oh, I'm leaning way too back. A couple of Shaman spells that work very nicely with this. Even so, cards like Unstable Evolution from other expansions. But anyway, we've got 2 mana spell, Big Bad Voodoo, and it is give a Big Bad Voodoo. It is give a friendly minion Death Rattle, summon a random minion that costs 1 mana more. So, for example, if you played this on a 7-cost minion, when it died, it would summon a random 8-cost minion.
Yeah, I can see that being quite handy. I like that.
I think it's pretty damn strong. And actually, I probably should have rated this a bit higher because I didn't really consider its potential with Zentimo and things like that.
Yeah.
I reckon this is good. Then we've got Haunting Visions, a 3 mana spell. The next spell you cast this turn costs 3 less. Discover a spell. So in a way, it's like a 0 mana like discover spell. Yeah. What do you reckon about it? What do you?
Yeah, no, I like it. I think it's a good card.
It's good.
Good artwork.
Yeah, the artwork's nice. I did think when they released the teaser artwork for this, I did think it was going to be a priest card. So I'm interested to see. We've got Ashana. Okay, now we've got one of the cards. I just kind of love it. This card. One of my kind of like I find this card neat. Cards of this expansion. Lick Him. It's a 2 mana. It's a 2 mana 1/3 shaman weapon that has +2 attack while your mana crystals are overloaded. Which basically means you can't. So is an effect shaman has. It means next turn you can't use a certain amount of mana crystals, but you pay less for a strong effect this turn.
Okay, yeah.
And there are quite a lot of overload shaman cards. Lick Him has +2 attack while you're overloaded. So while you're overloaded, it's a 3/3.
I just love the name.
Lick Him is such a good name. I haven't really said it out loud until now. I think it's good. The artwork is kind of funny. It's very nice.
I like it a lot.
Okay, then we've got another good name, Bog Slosher. We've got a
Incredible.
3 mana 3/3. Battle Cry. It's an elemental, and its Battle Cry is return a friendly minion to your hand and give it +2/+2.
Yeah. Healthy.
I think they're like stuff like Saronite Chain Gang, which basically duplicates itself. There are enough minions in Shaman that kind of do stuff like that, and there's also a deck called Shadowwalk Shaman, which would run this, so I think it's nice enough. We've got
I don't know. I think it's a handy card, but it's not overly exciting.
Yeah, maybe a bit slow.
For 3 mana, it isn't bad.
Yeah. And then we've got Spirit of the Frog, 0/3, stealth for 1 turn, 3 mana. Whenever you this is an interesting one. Whenever you cast a spell, draw a spell from your deck that costs exactly 1 more.
Okay. So that is quite similar to the thingamajig, voodoo.
Yes, so the voodoo thing. Yeah, so it's like... Yeah, so evolution is quite a... Which is what that kind of mechanic is called. It's quite a shaman-specific mechanic.
Okay. Yeah.
Then we've got Reign of Toads. A 6 mana spell. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a great name, that one. Reign of Toads. 6 mana spell. Summon 3 2/4 toads with taunt. The downside is that you overload for 3 mana. So next turn you have 3 mana less than you would to work with.
I feel like that's a lot more mana than...
I
don't know.
I'm in agreement with you on this one. I think this is not actually... Like, because normally overload cards are supposed to be quite low mana to make up for that.
Yeah.
I don't think 6 mana for 3 2/4 taunts is great. The one reason this is good is with Zentimo.
Oh, okay.
But you can't what I want to be doing with this is playing like Zentimo, Reign of Toads, and what's it called? Unstable Evolution or Big Bad Voodoo.
Yeah.
But one, the toads themselves only cost 3 mana, which is like the individual cards only cost 3 mana, which is important for that stuff. And 2, you can't do it all on the same turn, like you said. It's like
no, I don't like that.
It just feels too overcosted. On the other hand, we then have Totemic Smash, a 1 mana spell, deal 2 damage, overkill. Oh yeah, I just noticed it's squishing a Murloc there. I didn't even see that. Oh, I like that. It's good. Deal 2 damage, overkill, summon a basic totem. So if you don't know, the Shaman totems are mostly 0/2s, and they have a very small effect, basically.
Okay, yeah.
What do you reckon about Totemic Smash?
Yeah, I think for what it is, it's quite powerful.
Yeah, I think it's a decent cost 1 mana, a decent 1 mana card. Yeah. And obviously, you've got a 1 mana spell, a 2 mana spell, and a 3 mana spell in this expansion, which means you can maybe start chaining stuff together with Spirit of the Frog.
Yeah.
And then finally, we have Warpbringer. 1 mana 2/1. Battle Cry, if you played 2 spells this turn, deal 2 damage.
I think that's quite a cute card.
I think that's basically the perfect word to describe it. Yeah, I think that's basically the perfect way of describing it. It's cute. It's neat. It kind of One mana 2/1 that does 2 damage is very, very nice to have, and I think you are going to be playing. There are going to be turns where you play enough spells to do that. Obviously, it's not something you want to be playing on turn 1, but still.
Yeah. No, I agree.
All right, so we're going to start with. So I'll start with this one. We're going to be quite quick with this one because of my toilet trip. Cragwa the Frog. It's a bit meh to me. I don't think it has too many combo potentials. 3 stars. What do you reckon?
Puddle.
Puddle. Okay. Any reason? Just puddle.
Just puddle.
Just puddle. Zentimo, I think it's versatile enough, it's cheap enough, which is important. There's so many shaman spells that benefit either from targeting enemies or your own minions. 5 stars. What do you reckon?
I think hill that could grow a bit if you have some way of keeping it reasonably shielded.
So a hill with room for growth. I like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Big Bad Voodoo. Very strong on its own, maybe a little slow, but with Zentimo it becomes quite good. I gave it 4 stars.
Yeah, I would actually go like a bit higher than a hill. And
Okay.
go for like a fell.
A fell?
Because I think it could be handy, and also it's called Big Bad Voodoo.
Big Bad Voodoo is
fun.
a good name. Yeah. Haunting Visions. 3 mana spell. Oh, sorry, no, sorry, I'm getting sleepy. We said what it was. Haunting Visions.
Yeah.
I think just because 0 mana discover any card is good. Like I gave it 4 stars, but I just worry that it's not quite consistent enough.
I actually think it's quite handy, and would say like a optimistic kind of 4-star hill thing.
Okay. Lickim, 5 stars in all aspects. Design, artwork, name, you name it. I don't think it's quite the strongest card in the set, but it's like definitely in my top 10.
Yeah, bit of a K2.
A bit of a K2. Okay. So I've still got my Everest coming. You might have already seen your Everest, I don't know. We'll talk about that at the end. Bog Slosher. I think just by virtue of the fact that I think it's strong in Shadowwalk Shaman, and Shaman likes to run stuff that duplicates, 4 stars. That might be a bit optimistic. What do you reckon?
I would go, it's a bit flat. It's just not quite as exciting.
Flat, bit wet because it's a Bog Slosher. Yeah.
Yeah.
Spirit of the Frog. It's a good card draw engine, but I feel like you need to build a deck around it, and I can't see a deck that you'd build around it. I think 2 stars.
I would go more of an optimistic kind of.
Okay.
Yeah, look.
That's fair.
Could be used more.
I feel like I could definitely be wrong about Spirit of the Frog. Reign of Toads. Oh, by the way, one thing about Zul'jin. Sorry to distract for a second. If you haven't seen Zul'jin's reveal video, I would recommend watching it. I'll link it to you afterwards. And anyone watching,
I shall have
definitely. It's just a really cool like animation thing. Basically CGI, essentially. Reign of Toads.
Okay.
I said 2 stars for all of the reasons we discussed.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like that. I'm going to say it's like quite a big trench.
Okay, Totemic Smash, I said 5 stars. I think for a 1 mana spell, it's very good. Obviously works nicely with Spirit of the Frog, with Kragwa, with Zentimo. I think the overkill, you get that enough early on. It gets worse later into the game you get, but I think it's still nice. 1 mana deal 2 damage is still just quite good.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I think it's in the Himalayas at least.
In the Himalayas, okay. Warbringer, I said 4 stars. I think it's very strong. There's no real reason for me to give Totemic Smash 5 stars and Warbringer not. It's just like the fact that you can't play it as a 1-drop is what worries me. That's the only thing. Even then, I know I said that about Daring Firebringer, but yeah.
Yeah, I think the Warbringer is the Windows background hill.
It's specifically the hill and I like that. I like how we're having to get a lot more specific with which mountain, which kind of. Okay. I'm still maintaining 2 viewers. Are you sure you're not like watching it on 2 devices? Who knows?
Yeah, I think it's highly possible that that is me.
Okay, possibly. Well, we'll see. If you're out there, say hi in the chat. We might know that it's you. Or if you've just got this on in the background and you're not really paying attention. Okay, we move on to Warlock, right on schedule. Oh, Sherman average, by the way, I had 3.8. Actually, the second highest, which I don't think it's quite that high, but I do think it's good. Okay.
Yeah.
Warlock. So we've got Warlock and Warrior still to go, and then all the neutrals. We'll try and run through the neutrals quickly.
Yeah.
But there are quite a lot of them, so it might take a little bit of time. Okay, Warlock. This was an interesting one. This card has class has some interesting cards. Okay. And we'll start with you when we get to the end. High Priest Jetclick. 4 mana, 3/4, Taunt Lifesteal. When you discard this, add 2 copies of it to your hand.
I like that a lot.
It is... So one thing I will say they've done really well with Warlock, they've got the bat imagery with how the cards work very nicely, I think. Like, yeah. What do you like about High Priestess Jetclick?
It's very, well, I know, I just feel like it could be handy and you get cards.
It's really good value, like it generates so much, basically. My one worry about it is that with just as a 4 mana 3/4, it's never going to feel good to play it as a 4 mana 3/4 Taunt Lifesteal. But there are cards in the Warlock thing that remedy that. So we're good. Then we've got Hirik the Bat. They're lower. It's an 8 mana 1/1. You might be thinking, wow, this better be good. It is good. Battle Cry. Fill your board with copies of this minion.
But, I mean, with all the overkill going on, surely that's not actually that.
Yeah. So if it's 8 1/1s, or if it's even 7 1/1s, because you can only get 7 minions on the board, yes, it's bad. But if you buff it before that, which this whole Warlock package is kind of about, then you get a board full of 2/2s maybe, or a board full of 3/3s, and then you're starting to like it. But before we get to that, we've got to talk about the Soul Warden. 6 mana 6/6. Battle Cry. Add 3 random cards you discarded this game to your hand. I've just noticed it's a 6/6. Should have spotted that earlier.
Yeah.
Add 3 random What do you reckon?
You're saying there's a lot of kind of discarded stuff going on with the Warlock.
Discard Warlock is... Yeah. Discard Warlock has famously never been good, no matter how much you've tried to make it work. Maybe this is the expansion that does that, because there is some more discard stuff coming. You see, Jetclick really likes being discarded. With Suede on this card, I originally thought it was really bad. I originally had it as one of my worst cards of the expansion. I've bumped it up a little bit since, but yeah. Now we have... I'm gonna wait for your opinion on this card before I give you mine. Void Contract. Void Contract. Right. It's an 8 mana spell. Destroy half of each player's deck.
Love it.
Okay.
Love a good old time limitation. Well, not time limitation.
Yeah, you're kind of putting the onus on them. It's really good against combo stuff as well. Do you think it's good?
Yes.
Okay.
It's ridiculous. I don't know how much health it would be.
Yeah. But you like it. Okay. I do like it. I do like it. I think it is the worst class card of this expansion. Bar none. Because it's 8 mana to do nothing at all to impact the board. It's only really good against combo decks, and even then I would say it wins about only 50% of the time. It's...
Yeah.
I just think... Because the thing I think about this if you've got less cards left than them, and you play this, you still have fewer cards than them. And if you have more cards than them and you play this, you still have more cards than them, and by less. It's like, okay, you win.
I think it's more of a psychological tactic.
Okay, it's more kind of the what they experience when they see half their deck get blown up. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna need to scoot through these a little bit because we've talked about these first of all quite a lot. Shriek, 1 mana spell. Discard your lowest cost card. Deal 2 damage to all minions.
Yep, I can see that being handy in this deck.
Yep, this is unique in that it's in this expansion is the first time we've had discards that you can actually target that aren't just discard a random card. So this is nice. Then we have Grim Rally, 1 mana spell. Destroy a friendly minion. Give your other minions +1/+1 that are on the board. That is
handy with the previous.
Yeah, with Harik. I think I completely agree. I mean, if you play Harik and then destroy one of them, then you've got a board of 2/2s. And that's if you've not buffed Harik at all. I think the point at which that starts getting bad with Harik is, I believe, at around 5/5s or 6/6s, but you're rarely reaching that with Harik anyway. Okay, then we've got Spirit of the Bat. 2 mana, stealth for 1 turn, 0/3. After a friendly minion dies, give a minion in your hand +1/+1.
Okay.
A random minion. There's a lot of people have been saying you wouldn't run this because you want to run Prince Keliseth. Prince Keliseth is probably a long story to explain, but
okay, I'll take your word on that.
Basically, it's if there are no 2-cost minions in your deck, buff your whole deck by +1/+1. I think this is better than Keliseth. I think you run it over Keliseth, in my opinion. That's all I'm going to say on it.
Yeah.
What do you reckon? Spit it about.
No, I agree. I think it could be changed to make it a bit more cohesive with the expansion.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. I think my opinion on it has started to slowly go down. Blood Troll Sapper, a 7 mana 5/8. After a friendly minion dies, deal 2 damage to the enemy hero.
Okay, so it could be more helpful with Spirit of the Bat and like your Grim Rally stuff.
Okay. Yep.
Also with Shriek.
This is true, actually. That's true. I hadn't considered the synergy with Shriek. I like this. Yeah. I mean, I think this card is good anyway. I think this card is really strong anyway. I feel like possibly it's one of those cards that people are going to say not that strong, but I like it. Okay, we need to speed through a little bit. Demon Bolt. 8 mana spell. Destroy a minion. Costs 1 less for each minion you control.
I like that. That's fun.
I like it. I
don't have much faith in keeping stuff alive, but...
Well, I mean, if you just play it with Harik, 9 mana turn, destroy a minion, and do all of that.
Oh, yeah, fair.
I mean, I had it as being about as good as Walk the Plank. It suddenly occurred to me that the Harik thing, I didn't even consider the Harik thing, probably bumps it up to a 5-star card, but it's too late now. I've rated it what I rated it.
Right.
So, and then we've got Reckless Diatrol, which is where the whole discard package falls apart for me, in my opinion. Because Reckless Diatrol, 3 mana, 2/6 taunt, battle cry, discard your lowest cost card. And I wonder if you can see my problem with this.
Oh, but then a discard Shriek.
Yeah, that's my issue with this lowest cost card package. Like, if you want to run both of them to make it at full strength.
Okay, but likelihood of them having them both at the same time.
This is true, but the thing is, you only need to have, because you ideally with this you want to be discarding Jet Click.
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay.
And you don't want to be discarding them until you have them and Jet Click, and Jet Click's your lowest card. So by that point, I
Yeah.
feel like you have most of them, and you don't even need all of the copies of them. You just need to have an even amount in your hand at the same time.
Yeah.
So I think like the rogue package, it obstructs it a bit, but maybe that's me being negative. Maybe you don't reckon that's a problem. I don't know. Anyway, we need.
No, I think that is a downside. Right,
Okay,
yeah.
we need to get into the ratings because we've got about 5 minutes to do this package. So, High Priest Jeklik, I believe it's your turn to start.
I like that. I think it's strong. Low mana. Go for a fell.
Okay, a fell, and we're back to 3 viewers as well, just in case you're wondering. Okay,
Hello.
so a fell. High Priestess Jeklik is a fell. I have her at 4 stars. Yeah, it's decent. I think we discussed enough as to why it's at 4 stars. Harik the Bat.
He's a bat. That's exciting. Also, tons of minions is fun. A bit high on the mana, so I'm just going to go a crag.
Okay, so the mana cost lets you down. I reckon he's 5 stars anyway, just because with Grim Rally, with Spirit of the Bat, he's good enough.
No, I agree.
I do like your point though about him being really weak to overkill. That is a good point. I think he's not weak enough to reduce him below 5 stars, but it is something to take into account. Soul Warden.
I'm not sold on the whole
You're not sold. You're not
discarding many cards.
You're not
Yeah,
sold. You're not sold.
Well done.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm not sold on the discarding massive numbers of cards thing.
Okay. Yeah, me neither.
So we'd probably go like a bit flat.
Yeah, 3 stars for me. 3 stars, and I think that's being generous. I did have it at a 1 star originally. Void Contract! My favourite Void Contract. What do you reckon?
It's great. It's a hill. It's not a mountain because I think it is generally useless. But it's just a fun
But
card.
it's fun to play, right? Yeah.
The fact that it is so useless makes it a hill.
Yeah, 1 stars, but I agree it's fun to play. Shriek. Shrek.
Great. I like it.
Shriek.
A lot.
Shriek. We've hit 4 viewers, Tegan. Moebius, we've hit 4 viewers. Guys, keep up pretense. This is a professional stream. We gotta, all 2 of us, we gotta keep up pretenses. Okay, sorry, what were you saying about Shriek, about Shrek?
Shriek, I like it a lot. It's a very happy hill.
Okay, very happy, a happy little Bob Ross hill. I think it's 2 stars.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yes, it is.
I'm sorry, Bob Ross. I think it is. I feel bad now.
No. Oh, well, that's sad.
For the obstruction reasons that we talked about. I'm not sure, like, out of Shriek and Reckless Diatrol, if I had to run one, because then I think they might be good if you just run one of them.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I would go Shriek.
I might tend to agree with you, but just barely. Only because I think Warlock already has enough taunts. Anyway, Grim Rally, what do you think?
I like destroying friends. I think it's a hit.
I love to make my friends suffer and make me stronger. Yeah. For completely different reasons, I think 5 star. I think 5 star.
Okay.
Spirit of the Bat.
Okay.
Spirit of the Bat. We're gonna go because we've got 2 minutes to be on schedule
Yeah,
at the moment.
I like it's a hill.
Okay, it's a hill. 5 stars. I think I've given my reasons. I think it's strong. Blood Troll Sapper.
Think can be very strong in whatever it is, conjoinment.
In conjunction, cooperating
That's
with.
it.
Yeah.
Conjunction with some of the other ones here.
Cool.
It's a hill.
Nice synergies. Yep, I agree. I think trading is something Warlock is going to start doing a bit more. So 5 stars. Demon Bolt.
Cool. Yeah, I like that a lot. Destroying things is fun. But slightly less fun than other ones have been.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go a bit of a cliff.
Less destructive potential, but a bit of a divisive. I like that. Kind of a fault line almost.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, Demon Bolt. 4 stars. I probably should bump it up to 5 stars now that we've considered the heroic synergy. I might consider swapping that with Blood Troll Sapper. Otherwise, yep, 4 stars. Reckless Diatrol. Finally.
I don't like that card. It's a ditch.
Me neither. 2 stars. Okay. Final class then. Oh, Warlock average was 3.6. I think it's done decently out of this. Final, and we still haven't seen my Everest. We still haven't seen my favourite card.
Oh, okay.
It is a warrior card. And see if you can guess which one it is. We're back down to 3 viewers. Okay. Warrior. Right. So warriors are all about rhinos and dragons, which is that was little known fact. Was the original title of D&D was Rhinos and Dragons, R&D, but then they realised research and development already got that. Gonna make it D&D instead.
Did they actually do that?
No, they did not. Rhinos and Dragons would be good though. We should play some Rhinos and Dragons at some point. Anyway, warrior. So we start with Akali the Rhino, 8 mana, 5/5, beast with rush, and overkill as well. Overkill. Draw a rush minion from your deck and give it +5/+5.
I think that could be really strong.
I agree with you that it's really strong. I think there's some strong enough. I mean, stuff like Darius Crowley, it's ridiculous. But there's some really strong rush minions out there, neutral and in warrior. I agree with you. Okay. War Master Voon. 4 mana, 4/3. He's got I love his pose. And let's say something about the card. 4 mana, 4/3.
So happy.
Battle Cry. Copy all dragons in your hand.
Not a big fan of cards in general that are quite, like, reliant on the type of card.
Right, you don't like the kind of conditional ones. This is fair. I was skeptical about Dragon Warrior as well, I'll be honest. I think there's one card that gives them enough support for it, but agreed. Okay, you're going to hate some of the cards in this list. if 3 mana, Smolderthorn Lancer, Battle Cry, 3/2, Battle Cry, if you're holding a dragon, destroy a damaged enemy minion. So it's execute with a body and a condition.
Okay, but still, it's 3 mana, which I feel like, in comparison to execute.
Yeah. Well, it's only 1 mana on top of it. Yeah, 1 mana, but you get a 3/2 body and a condition. It's okay, I think.
Yeah, it's nothing exciting, but...
No, it's not. I agree. It's one of the more boring cards of this set. Another one that was released very early, Sulfraza. 6 mana, 4/4 weapon. Overkill, you may attack again.
Excellent, love it.
You like it? You're looking for the kind of just repeatedly clubbing things to death. Is it a club or is it a bladed thing? I think it might be a club. It's hard to tell. It's a blade. Okay.
Or an exceedingly sharp club.
Sharp club. Nice. Join the club. Oh boy, the troll voice lines in this expansion, man, they're gonna make me suffer. Okay, I think it just costs too much. Sulfraza is my worry. 6 mana for a weapon, it better be really good.
Yeah.
Okay, Ember Scale Drake, 5 mana, 5/5, dragon. If you're holding a dragon, gain 5 armor.
Okay, again, helpful if you've got dragons.
Helpful if you've got dragons. See, this is what I was saying about all of these cards until they're kind of the card that came later and made that archetype work. Okay, you're gonna like this one. 6 mana spell, Heavy Metal.
Love this already.
Summon a random minion with cost equal to your armor, up to 10. So you can't go more than 10. No
that sounds really fun.
No summoning Shivala, sadly.
Oh.
But otherwise, yeah, I think it's good. I just think it costs too much. It costs way too much. There isn't really a deck for it. If it were an odd warrior, if it were odd, it would be great. But it's not. So it's not. I think you need to get about to 8 armor to make this card work. And then...
Yeah, otherwise there's no point in using it.
Okay. Then we've got the 1 mana Spirit of the Rhino. Stealth for 1 turn. 0/3. Your rush minions are immune the turn they're summoned.
That seems really handy.
I'm fond of this card, yeah. I'm pretty happy with that. I think it's good. Then we've got Devastate, 1 mana, spell, deal 4 damage to a damaged minion.
Ooh, very handy.
Very handy. I just worry that Warrior already has enough good removal.
Yeah.
Is my only worry about it.
No, I agree.
I feel like I've been really harsh on Devastate with my star rating, by the way. It is at the top of its star rating, but it is still a low star rating. Then we have Dragon Roar, a 2 mana spell, add 2 random dragons to your hand.
Okay, so handy for the rest of it.
Handy for the rest of this is where the Dragon Warrior archetype starts to be getting good, because you get this, you double it up with War Master Voon, you're starting to build a dragon deck as you play.
Nice.
And equally, I think that of all of the tribes, dragons are okay to be getting random ones from.
Yeah.
And then finally, the final class card that we have to look at, Overlord's Whip. It's a 3 mana 2/4 weapon. After you play a minion, deal 1 damage to it. Bear in mind, Warrior has a few, like...
It does work quite a lot for Warrior stuff.
Yeah, you remember, you're a big Grom fan, right?
Yeah.
I remember around this time last year, you invented Recruit Warrior before Recruit was a mechanic. That was good.
It looked great.
I like that.
I'm a big fan of it. Yeah.
Cool. Overlord's Whip. You like it? Fair? I like the artwork on it. It's very, very neat.
I'm not as big sold on the artwork as other ones are. Like, I like the Dragon's Raw stuff more.
Fair?
Like the colour scheme.
Okay, so running through it, and we've got a bit of time for this one, although we might want to rush it a little bit just because the neutral minions might take a while. Oh, before we do this, can you guess which of these cards is my Everest?
Oh. I'm going to say, like, Spirit of the Rhino or Akali.
So one of the rhinos. Okay, I will tell you about my Everest when we get to it. Okay.
Okay. Well,
we'll climb that mountain when we come to it.
Hey.
Akali the Rhino. I will start. I think it's. Is it my turn? Yeah, I think it's my turn.
Yeah.
You started on jet click. Okay. Akali the Rhino. 5 stars. I think it's very strong. There are enough good rush cards, and it synergizes nicely with Spirit. So I think it's 5 stars. You'd run it in a rush warrior deck if that's going to be strong.
Yeah, I would also say it is a bit of a mountain.
It's a bit of a mountain, that one. Okay, we still haven't had an Everest from you. I might ask you retroactively if there are any Everests you want to go back and say that was Everest all along.
Okay.
Because it's like what was the tallest mountain in the world before Mount Everest was discovered? Mount Everest. It just hadn't been discovered. War Master. It's a terrible check, that one. War Master Voon. I think is 4 stars. I'm maybe rating him a bit too highly. Maybe I should be a bit more skeptical about him. But Dragon Roar.
Quite reliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're quite reliant on having some amount of dragons, which is, I mean, comes together with Dragon Roar, but is still a bit iffy.
Yeah, you need to build a dragon deck for it.
An outcrop.
A rocky outcrop. He's our first outcrop, I think. Smolderthorn Lancer, 4 stars. Just because I think the 1 extra mana for a 3/2 body with a condition, like Bob from Let's Go Santa, 3/2 body with a condition is fine. What do you reckon?
Yeah.
You weren't sold on this. It's just dull. That is the only thing. I think it's a boring card to play. Sulfraza, you love this one. I rated it 1 star.
I really like them.
Just don't think
I think
it costs too much.
Yeah, I think for the mana that it is,
Yeah,
Like, I mean, you're not going to have tons of attacks, but
fair.
I do just like the idea of going whack, whack, whack,
It
whack.
is quite an easy overkill to hit, I will say. Like,
Yeah,
I just worry that you're going to take too much damage doing that, is my only thing.
yeah, no, fair.
Maybe
That's a
if you
good point.
combine that with some kind of immunity. Anyway, Ember Scale Drake. 4 stars. I think if you hit the condition, it's very strong. This would be great in Odd Warrior if it weren't for the fact that Dragon Roar isn't odd, I think.
Yeah, yeah, no, I agree.
Yep.
Yeah, bit flat again because of the condition.
Okay. You're not a fan of the dragon condition. Fair. Heavy
No, I
metal.
like dragons, but it's just heavy metal.
I've
I just like the name of the card and the fact it has an exclamation mark. So
yeah.
like, quite a merry hill.
Okay, I feel like we've disagreed a fair bit on, on Warrior. 1 star for heavy metal. I'm sorry. Okay,
No, like I don't think it's got much use. It's just
but you
got an
you like the
exclamation mark.
name, and it's random
Yes.
minion summoning as well. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. More randomness. I like it.
Spirit of the Rhino. My Everest, as you correctly guessed. Spirit of the Rhino is, in my opinion, the best card of this expansion. I think, especially with Akali, especially with stuff like Darius Crowley, and it fits really nicely as a 1-drop that Odd Warrior is missing. Because
Yeah,
if Doctor Boom, a card from the last expansion, gives all of your mechs rush for the rest of the game. So this, plus all of your mechs having rush in a mech deck, it's great. It's really good in Odd Warrior. It's really good in a potential Rush Warrior. It's really good in, well, less good in Dragon Warrior. But, like, it's just good.
yeah.
Okay.
No, I agree. I think it is a pretty strong. Also, definitely in
5
the
stars,
Himalayas.
in case I hadn't mentioned it. Definitely in the Himalayas. Okay,
Yeah.
around K2 area, maybe.
Around K2O.
Not near enough to K2 for your liking. Fair enough. Okay, Devastate. Like I said, I feel like I was harsh on Devastate. I said 2 stars. It's a top tier 2 stars though. It's good. It just suffers from the fact that Warrior doesn't need any more removal. I don't think. What do you reckon?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I would agree with that, but I also like damaging things with big damage, and it's got an angry-looking dragon on it.
Fair.
So,
I bet you it has a really nice animation. To be honest, I bet you it's
yeah,
doing like some dragon breath kind of thing. Dragon Roar, obviously we've already talked about how this card basically facilitates the whole dragon archetype. I said 5 stars.
yeah. So it's quite a kind of it's a hill that is very handy in a specific circumstance.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's not.
Is it a hill that you'd be willing to die on?
No.
Okay. I think I don't know. I think it's not quite a hill I'd be willing to die on either. Okay, Overlord's Whip. 3 mana, 3 stars. I think it's decent enough. 3 mana, 2/4 weapon is pretty good already, and the downside of it isn't always even a downside. Sadly, I'm not sure there's quite a deck for it, but that's my only issue. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I think it's nothing drastically new.
This is fair. It's not interesting. It's not innovative. I agree. It's kind of boring. A bit flavorless.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you reckon? What mountain rating?
Oh, like a slightly soggy pavement.
Slightly.
Like, we're quite used to
Okay. Okay, sure. So not even it's a man-made mini mountain. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm on board with that. Okay. So we're done with the class cards. I'll just very quickly. Oh, my average for Warriors 3.4. So very quickly, in terms of the average I gave them, it went Mage is the best, then Shaman, then Paladin, then Priest and Warlock tied, then Warrior, then Druid, then Rogue, then Hunter. In terms of what I actually thought, there are a few I'd move around in there. I don't think Paladin should be that high. I don't think Hunter should be that low. But otherwise it's nice.
Yeah.
All right. What are we looking at? We're looking at yes, neutrals. So,
Yep.
sorry, let me just get my neutrals up. Okay. the neutral legendaries, first of all. I love the names. There are 5 neutral legendaries. I didn't even realise this, but I've given 1 5-star, 1 4-star, 1 3-star, 1 2-star, 1 1-star. Not intentionally. Okay, running through them. The Undertaker, however you want to pronounce it. 8 mana, 8/5. Battle Cry, gain the death rattle effects of 3 friendly minions that died this game.
I mean, play it with handy death rattles, but then also your...
Yep.
Oh, shoot, yeah, no, it's friendly minions. So, yeah, could be handy. And to be honest, for 8 mana, not bad, but possibly not as legendary as it could be.
I actually think there are enough good death rattles in the game at the moment that this is just good enough to run in a lot of decks, would be my one thing. There's already a death rattle hunter deck, in case you didn't know. It's very strong. I reckon that could run it. And I love, as a wrestling fan, I love the Undertaker. I'm happy with that. Grifter. There's a cat in his pocket that is absolutely adorable. He's a 4 mana 4/5. I feel like you'll like the effect of this. Battle Cry. Discover 2 cards. So you get 2 choices of 3 and you pick 1 of each. Give 1 to you and 1 to your opponent at random.
Oh, interesting.
So you could pick 2 really good cards, but your opponent would get 1. You could pick 1 good, 1 bad, but your opponent might get the good one.
Yeah, no, I'm happy with that, actually.
Fair. Then we have Hakard Soulflare. Very quickly, I'm going to dive into a history lesson. If you haven't heard of the Corrupted Blood Plague, it's a really interesting event that happened in World of Warcraft where a disease that was supposed to only happen within one raid accidentally got bugged. Pets could take it out of the raid, and it infected the entire world, and people were just dropping dead in the streets over and over. Like, some people that and now the CDC actually use it as a model for how people react to diseases. It's kind of interesting. So, for that we have Hakar the Soulflare, 10 mana 9/6, Death Rattle, shuffle a Corrupted Blood into each player's deck. And Corrupted Blood is a 1 mana card that when you draw it, it deals 3 damage to you and shuffles 2 Corrupted Bloods into your deck.
Yeah.
So it just gets worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And then you draw another card, obviously. So it's basically really screwing over everyone. One thing someone said, it works nicely with Prince Liam and Paladin. I don't think that's that good. Anyway, speeding on. Speeding on. Mojo Master Zihi. This card used to be called, before they gave the official name, Fluffy Potion Drinker, which I quite like.
Fluffy Potion Drinker, nice.
It's a 6 mana 5/5 Battle Cry. Set each player to 5 mana crystals. There's
some handy instances for that.
There are. That's basically, that's how I describe it. It's really strong against Druid, who like to get to 10 mana crystals very quickly. You can just drag them back down, though obviously you have to be on 6 yourself. It's also very strong when you've played Surrender to Madness and destroyed 3 of your own mana crystals.
Yeah, you get more.
But yeah, it might be good with that. I think that's the only time it's really going to be good. Finally, Undasta. A big devil saw with a feather headdress. 9 mana 7/7 rush. Beast. Overkill. Summon a beast from your hand.
Okay, again, then it's got conditions that I'm not a big fan of.
Okay, fair. I don't think this is as good as the Hunter one that does the Druid one that does a similar thing, the Stampeding Roar.
Yeah.
Okay, so very quickly to review the legendaries. The Undertaker, I gave a 5 stars. What do you reckon?
More of a hill. I'm not as big a fan, but I think it's still handy.
Okay, Grifter, I gave 1 star.
I don't like that. either. I think it's a ditch.
Okay, you reckon it's a ditch. Hakar, I gave 3-star, mainly just because I really like the concept and how they've worked in a neat bit of Warcraft history into it.
I exceedingly like the concept of
Okay.
just screwing everyone over, so I'm going to say it's mountain.
Okay, the mountain for the plague carrier bonus thing. Moji Master Zihi, 2 stars, has some uses maybe. I don't think it's going to be great.
I think it's got more uses than 2 stars and would go. It's very flat.
Fair. If they were full mana crystals, I think it would be ridiculously broken, but they are not, sadly. And finally,
Yeah.
Undasta, in case you're keeping track, that is my 4-star card.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say it's also a hill. It's handy in some aspects.
Okay, and I think after those legendaries, just because there are so many neutrals that we've still got to go through, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run through and say my star rating for each of them. Even though there are a few I kind of want to talk about, I think...
Yeah.
Have you read them yet or not? You haven't, right?
No.
Okay, if you want to give your ratings on them, feel free. I'm just going to really quickly go through and say name of the card, what star rating, okay? So, Crowd Roaster, 1 star. I will stop to say just one thing about this one. I don't think it's good even if the condition is met, and it is conditional. Crowd Roaster, 1 star.
Okay.
Drakari Trickster, 1 star. Gurubashi Offering, 2 star. Ice Cream Peddler, 1 star. Line Cracker, 4 star. Masked Contender, 3 star. Where are we at? Moshog Announcer, 1 star. Snapjaw.
I love that.
I like the card art. I like the concept, but I don't think it's quite strong enough. Snapjaw Shell Fighter, 2 star. Untamed Beastmaster, 2 star, and I hate the artwork in the name. I think they're really bad. I think the name used to be worse when it was called Wild Beast King. I just think it looks like a custom card. Arena Patron, I want it to work, but 1 star. Belligerent Gnome, 5 star. Best neutral of the set, in my opinion. Booty Bay Bookie, nice alliteration, 1 star. Firetree Witch Doctor, 4 star. Murloc Tasty Fin, 1 star. Good name, though. Serpent Ward, 2 star. Shield Breaker, 3 star. Soup Vendor, 2 star. Waterboy, 1 star. Amani Warbear, 3 star. Good in Warrior. And Druid. Arena Fanatic, 2 star. Because Warlock might run it. Arena Treasure Chest, worst card overall of the expansion, 1 star. Banana Buffoon,
Arena Trench.
I mean, great, but 1 star. Cheaty Anklebiter, 1 star. Dozing Marksman. Now, interestingly, I will stop on this one. Dozing Marksman. The card, the text for it, the flavor texting. By the way, I can link you the flavor text thing at the end. Have a read through them. There's some great puns in there. It's really funny. Or just in your spare time for a good laugh. Dozing Marksman, they say in that he's the sleeper of the set. He's sleeper OP, right? Because Dozing Marksman, I genuinely think he might actually be sleeper OP. I think run this in Warrior with Overlord's Whip, 2 mana 4/3. I actually like that. So, Dozing Marksman, 2 star. Dragon Maw Scorcher, it is a dragon, I still think 1 star. Former Champ, 1 star. Gurubashi Chicken, they've finally added something to the Angry Chicken line. It's not even... There's a class card that it's better than Void Contract. It's, I think, worse than Angry Chicken itself. 1 star, but goddamn has it stolen my heart, and what great artwork. Halftime Scavenger, 1 star. I must admit, that one and Regenerating Fug, I was ill when I rated them. I actually got someone else to rate that for me. So 1 star, I sort of agree with them. Helpless Hatchling, 1 star, kind of cute. Don't think the beast sheet is necessary. Moshog Enforcer, 3 stars, but only good because of Inner Fire Priest. Aside from that, yeah. And also the Priest Spirit Totem. Ornery Tortoise. Great name, 3-star, nice in Heal Paladin, nice in some other decks. Rabble Bouncer. Could be this set's Corridor Creeper. I'm not sure about it. 3-star. Regenerating Thug, 1-star. Got someone else to rate it for me. Rumble Tusk Shaker. Compared it to Mounted Raptor, 1-star. Silent Taskmaster. Worse than Zombie Chow, but still an okay 1-drop, 3-star. Scarab Egg. Oh, this card has an interesting honour. Scarab Egg, in my opinion, is the absolute best 1-star card of this expansion. Tegan?
Okay.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just suddenly realised I hadn't heard you talk in a while. It's like, oh, maybe I've just been ranting to myself.
I am here.
Okay. Sorry, I suddenly occurred to me, I was like, I had the horrible thought I just completely missed you. Was you leaving? Yeah. Best one-card star card of the expansion, still 1-star. Sharkfin Fan, one of the first cards released, actually really versatile. A pirate that summons other pirates, good in Pirate Rogue.
Yeah.
And other stuff as well. I actually think the one place this will be really good is even Paladin, depending on how it works with Silver Sword, whether it actually works with it or not. 4 stars, I gave it. Okay. Sorry, I really am just rushing through these because we're almost out of time.
Go for it.
Sightless Ranger, 3 stars. I think it's good in Rush Warrior. Spellzerker, 1-star. It's bad. Ticket Scalper, 2 stars. I don't think Pirate Rogue is going to run it. So my average for neutrals was 2.04 stars, and that is... Ooh, Tegan, we did it.
Hello.
135... Yeah, I've stopped calling you Mobius at this point, I'm really sorry. It's literally so hard for me to remember. 135 cards reviewed in 2.5 hours. That's just under a card a minute. I hope you enjoyed this. Was it fun?
Yes, this was good fun.
It's good fun.
Having a look back, see what I would call my Everest.
Yes, that's a good point. Yes, you need to do that. I love my rating. My rating system. I love my rating system, but I love your rating system more.
Well done.
I love your rating system. And if you fancy playing any games when it comes out, there's a new single player mode. I think it looks really fun. I'd be happy to play some games with you.
Cool.
Yeah. So good.
Bear with me.
Yeah, what are you... I'm going to see if I can predict what I think your Everest is going to be. I'm going to have a look back. Everyone who's following the stream, you're welcome to stick around for this. How many of you are there left? I know there was 2 last time I checked. Hey, we're up to 3 now. Oh, we had someone drop in to actually say some stuff to us. Matthew03 said, hi, meme card. I think it must have been about Surrender to Madness. And then they said, The problem is Surrender to Madness sucks.
Hey.
I disagree with you, Matteo. I think that card is actually going to be good. I know it's played on the reveal stream and it did very badly, but I like it. Shut up. I like it. Okay. Looking back, I mean, I already have a slight gut instinct as to what I reckon.
What do you think?
Be. I reckon, and I'm trusting you not to change it, I reckon you went for Zul'jin. Because you seemed very hyped about that card. It's either Zul'jin or Growl, I think, because you got 2 guesses. So I'm going to say Zul'jin.
Oh. Okay.
What did you go with?
I think I scrolled past Zul'jin.
Zul'jin, Hunter one with the spells.
Yeah. Wait, Hunter.
Hunter right at the top. Hunter, Burning Bright in the Forest of Night. What immortal hand are I there?
Shoot. Yeah, no, I do like Zul'jin. I do like Zul'jin a lot.
Is Zul'jin your Everest, or is it the other one you had?
No, well, Zul'jin definitely beats the other one I was thinking of.
Okay. That your Everest then?
I do like the word Gonk.
You do like Gonk. Oh man, Gonk, first card in the set.
Gonk.
So was Gonk the other one you were thinking of?
No. The other one I was thinking of was, where's it gone? Oh, shoot. Mass hysteria.
Mass hysteria. Yeah, that's a fun one.
Not growl, but I think Zul'jin when it comes down to it.
Zul'jin and mass hysteria is like your K2. All right.
Yeah.
All right then. Okay. Thank you very much, Tegan. I'm really sad we couldn't have Lottie here to provide some important troll history. I think maybe if we did, it would have gone on for a little bit too long. And thank you very much to everyone who joined us, however long you stayed. It was lovely to see you all. And we will close the stream at exactly 2 minutes 30 and 2 seconds. But shh. Oh no, wait, no, it's going to be longer because I need to click there. There we go. We're off.